Paulo said ye esi etie nyina kwabene
Over.
kwabene
Hey. Hey. Sisi azu ni yeshia e uni abawa.
Ubeshia no
Ai na ye kacha ni so ne nwom no kura no ana. Aya edi
evangelist.
Ai.
Enu anse meme na beto Christmas carol ba ko dia mame.
Bronya de no. Yeah. What fan you come de ne ye.
Already.
Me de ne ye.
Hey, akomko. Na atundwa ho. Waye. Watna se na me warehye mu se ohun ye na obi aso wo be obi ahun ye.
Ewrade adom obi ahun ye. Last week Friday no. Unua se ofra wo anensa nkan. Ayi Magdan.
Magdan. O se meba.
Na ne way no a oye wo songo no. Salt
you know.
Factory no. Na manso kakra nipa bi ente wo mo ho ase
ansi akirefo no
but wo fa se wo kɔ a na wo hye ade pa Magdan aye wo songo ho no a
songo no so ye kuro
adan ho no ofa be shock wo and ono ankasa Magdan no ni nua ba akukura animo
dabi enkrofo ma
no wafa wo mu aduma ena woni wo mu ye aduma tua wo mu ka
o kreti
yes ebinya bi so wo mu yire binya bi so wo mu binya bi so wo mu busua enam no so ebi ton sase ebi to ka ebi tua school fees ofenti aya yenhye the larger picture no na ebia
moral high ground no
good ebia individual bi
basa anchine we say kasa tentene wo ho no mu mienhwe ne ye every say will be at eye akura bi ase ene say yede eye kwaye esa kwaye no aban age sa kwaye no ama ne nananom kotwa woma kura kotwa woma wo kwaye no so mo de be wo fufu adi a ye che wo mo eye efema gudie yese eye oman ni nyina dia eso on se sa nchini we nko ano ye nka se ye oman ni dia ene agya sa nchini ne dia ma mo so de abusuafo mo nhwe nka ho asem na aso obi obekọ nchini ne ho bia me papa ya wo free mu PV obi ya nchini ene nkrofo beje ye ede kokọ ye iodize sa nkwe afede last minute no na o magya akọfa foforo ene ni nyina ha me papa ya ha no president metallics kwabna jare dankwa ono so ko nchini ho ena Magdan so nchini ba ko no ayanka se ye omamu ni nyina de ne de ma abusua no wo munya manso bebrebe no ho no
offer ena involve scapao
because capital intensive
nchini a esay dade
your friend white gold
enti offer wunye scapa na wudi awuram enti so obi tumi pesika
akoyesa
ade we create jobs ade man kofo na de bia de betia aya na ha
aya me nana apenten was the first na trukifo ena na etu enchine no ewo eye men's room ha sei eye baby etu enchine wo malam ha sei no then trukifo to say
nim ho no
pambros
ne
trukifo na omutu sa enchine no na satam na omusi dan wo Makati Hill no na kwa asase na se enti se on pese obehunu na yira ni munti o ba fie wa besra na o ma na yira ko down below no akwahye obi hu no ansa na aye me wofa me papa aye SJ apenten pe Samuel George apenten na okokọ je ye apenten timi ye adwa Yesu me chiawo ai na
no ya wai
adwa Yesu ayi oza maami adwa bi a wo MPP no oye phone call
maami
adwa ni din pa no ye fra na adwa Yesu
okay
ai chese apenten asefo ni bia etikofo dua de wo ka papa adwa Yesu me chiawo na ato pan no ache adidam botwa achi agya pan no to so no enti no mani bia koso a say dem sika no say fema gudie no ayo man ne dia baten chine dia ye dia ma abusuafo dia abusuafo ni nya manso bebrebe no na omonta Magdan achi
ya ofa me kura na ya na megine no say nipa no tumi create eduma dia ma oman ba no a esese ye support no because eduma no a Magdan ne ye wo honom no enya eduma ketwa kura enti yanhye emfaso a de beba taxi ebetua nipa ebefo mu aduma na yamwa na naduma no enkoso ten say de bia ye de manso ni ade ebe for no na wafa mesa ko Rock City wako hoda
hey abetifi
hey
ati
what's say
so me kan say abetifi no say achemfo na wa abetifi na me so mabusuafo no so ne kwani nkwatia no mo nkwatiafo no na natu obi asefo nyina ya asonafo na wo kire me say efa ye nkwatia etumadawroma asonafo mo nkwatia Rock City no efa wo nkwatia
ofa chese baby a Rock City no wo
asase no wo no efa ye asonafo nsa ase wo nkwatia
this side
and
this side
so akwa ye friend say achemfo nsa ase so ewo opusuo ya FRIMPONG ene ayie sakanom
ofa in fact obi nim wa ofra wa kwa bi enti ade a Brian Tampon kwa ye wo ho no
ade a wa ye no
what
na sa brand e we say no
ofa dia o kan na no ano no
wonimu no a
dia eno ano no we say
16
years to come
wo be president of the Republic
of Ghana
na obi a okọ Presbyterian Boys Secondary School presec na sa time okọ presec
Presbyterian
na no e Danny Hall prefect
okay
na ne dia ne de friend no ne friend bomuase na bomuase na wo beta umu anwadwozo ana no adwo
oya brane
agwawe ana no adwo
anta di din no honam se
bomuase
oya brane pa
na se ukwa master fo nyina be kan kire o se seek ye the kingdom of bomuase and you shall be free in presec Edward free ho
ofa brai kutenia din bi a ho me hu bi da
we nipa
me hu bi da
na ofra brochire baaye no na sa time na dankwaku botwe dambotwe ya honorable member for Kre na owo office bi wo Kanda Faith Montessori for next street yes okoje office bi entina atefa na sa branti atefa no aya na MPP for omo said atefa timi atwe young men ama MPP no
of one no okita post
busamia ye friend Emmanuel Danso atefa samia hukumu nyina atefa na don ba yo
no way
atefa or international coordinators de
ono na yo oba radio so na
da bi wo mabida atefa wo mabida na nse wa sha ba ye friend Emmanuel Danso atefa
eno wo
na cha so redum nyina emrante ni nyina atefa tata no ye youth coordinator ti atefa necessary wo nyina don ba ye me ka samia wuku kasa kura so nkasa na sami ntimi nkasa ofere atefa ne kasa
wow
ai enti atefa de was MPP for area ti atefa ene dambotwe ena no omote Kanda office wo ena branchampon flabro chiraba na branchampon ba ye no na utimi se opesi to shepa na ba na je se opunu we say na ona na gold bi dem a na wode lock bi aba beto ano ama say ya se ona na amfani sense so muntimi mie puno no ena muntimi akoyi gold no na no ya brantia na ne ho hare so hunu ene se branchampon no wo mu nyina efri kwawu enti wonse wo yi 51 no wo suhum no kwawu na abeji suhum abomu no watu se operansa ye kwawuni ena eye fence champion so ye kwawuni enti wo mu nyina nti watu se ene ye friend so bomu ase wo mu nyina di free honum no mo de baaye eti se eye chief of staff ya Debra
Julius
Debra na ne papa original cocoa officer enti ne papa no efri eye obomin ena ne maami firi odan kwanta ena ne papa nam se ne cocoa wo eye suhum ene ye fence akwadum area honum no ena regional cocoa officer Mr. Debra obeka mu ewo eye suhum ema opusuo ya FRIMPONG ne ba Derek anything crying omunyina beka mu suhum ti suhum de na nakofi aye awiai me chia papa na wadaroma mabom mu ase akwa me ntoma ama
ofa ayi Brian we hu ne nsan wohoro
wayade papa
oni mpeni didi a eyeyi Ministry of Interior ne said ye tete no onfama no
bro nyame nka bi nhyiemu na chese puduo na pa eson kwabrane eson kwabrane
wa se wa anfa amane wo bia
ode mame ofa se OPK ne de ba
OPK
ne ko anfa amakura nka dwuma de be di no eson kwabrane bro nyan eson kwabrane odwa ya chacha and now abrecho shot, and now just and no matter what you buy. Family,
remember, yeah, my Jerry Drenim. And then the I say, Quabra, Nam Sabra. Now, bro, ya dear, no Nam Sabra, bo. Was right there for it to the end Toby. Shaman who am this year? Make for him. And yeah, be out the Kansas. My partner could be say at the money, the ammo.
I just so Brian Manu. And a pen wa fro. What's the me quabros as I may say? So what to be the year, Buomo dear, as some quabrane, or pique, and then they buy one baby amro dear. On my chair was here the crun tear. I feel when you bronya. Which is my can't to me. Come knocking, come here.
Abusia for ya sasia na the new crusading guide nie. Na what the abandoned one what as a man penina na the danko kufuado. Aswafo no see ya can say asha this week ye dini nyina beba ampa ebinumu aba de aba ye chief of staff of the kan we dem pepe ya maame akosia fremo se opare wada so gira baby a wogina no a na wade binumu akeka wo yuji ahi ono so gina baby a wogina no a saletu ata ono so gina baby a wogina no a saretu ata
why no
one year aid to president.
Any friend saying?
What family name? Samina.
Madam Sariatu. Sariatu.
Sariatu. Ni akane Sariatu atama akawe. Sariatu atama.
Oba baby. Mikuzuti yo.
Enti ata bia enumere yi. Enda ye eda wukuada. Ya wada nkwesi fiada. Na jebo. Etenya babedu. Na amanebo a wo wa ha trese aswafo ba kono a na ye 126 no this time around ya yankwa ne saa ebegina be se 85 pe na 85 no nso wode wo mu aba foforo ene adadafo ni nyina be frefra obe brand no kama atise obi ye sokins no obe fa gare kakra sitire kakra na wade ebi kura de ntine kakra tum no wade nkate ene mrek no wade afrefra kama sa pepepe ena mampeni sa soafo e wo ba ye no enya ade a wo be yi ayinmu a sa asumasi da bi wo be blend afofrofo no ene adadafo ni nyina ade afra na mom mampeni tre se wo mu antumi anwi ni emra sebedafo mu antumi anwi ni amma mra sebedam no wo mu betenten so ansa enti wo mu beten kakra kwesise bi appointment no womu a etumi wini ye eni ade ani nya bi wie na se bi ka kire ne yade mu na ebeye ya so be it ne yade ama wonum but ebi anka kire nso de a eni obi na kumanti o bo asia ko na de ne ti age akyerema na covid-19 eduro no watase ente bia ebi baba mampeni na nado eni we declare wase wapampenifo bi so wo mu nwene ho sa covid-19 vaccine no wo mu sa ya kutia ewiase nyina akutia coronavirus no a yenya anu aduro enso wo muteso wo manya vaccine bi a se wonum bi a yare ani ntumi nyaw se eyawa ye betumi asoso ano all right but sa vaccine we no se wonya yade ani bi na wonum a hey ene enhu sonsa abrobe enya ade a ubenya bie eno ho asem ena wo kan na akontomra sesi akontomra mra sebedeni onabo Alex Jonabo edi tete ena ne mpesua sofo sra mampeni se wo mu sra na dawroma Western Regional Minister no wowure yinya esefata enti wonya no Western North Regional Minister emfama wonum se woye ne sa
omo pɛ deputy ne biom
na why na ya regional minister
na aboaji jedu na wo se ehun sensem bi ba ya won se aboaji jedu no efiri ano ha eye baabia ni anwea so ebekwai na eye alestete esusu efiri ebunum ho enti won se na chese ebunum no so no wo hwe a nana bumankoma eye sahwe aha ono no over 85 towns and villages ɛkyɛ sɛ ne nsase no extend nti ya na ɔmo free sɛ ɛba ano ha sɛ ne deɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ na ɛsɛ deɛ ɔmo nyanya ɛsɛhwi proper etinki yɛmfa ma sɛhwi proper foɔ no nti sisi ya no aboagyedu ɛni hɔ deɛ a onu sɛ
ɔfa aboagyedu na ɛwini wɔn
wɛnwini ɛma ɛyɛ boss ɛyɛ akwai ɔbɛn boaten
ɔbɛn Alfred
ɛna Alfred susu free bɛkwai nti still no ɛyɛ baabi ani asare nso ketewa ɛna bɛkwai ɔmo no nyinaa no ɛyɛ ano ha nti ebunu mu hɔfoɔ no na kyɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ya ne yɛyɛ sɛhwi paa ɛde kɔ akosi akaatu so bonsu dwabo so na kyɛ sɛ yɛmfa ma wɔ mo asɛm na se no
anti yɛmfa ma ɔmo mmra sebedeni no a efiri
akɔntɔmmra me kwa sɛ susu no kwaku afiri yɛ susu de regional minister da wɔde health minister da kwaku afiri yɛ susu gyina ɛyɛ sɛhwi wiɔso so ɛna ɛyɛ regional capital
ɔfa sɛ ɛyi wɔn a sɛ yɛsi de ɔde ne kraman na wɔyi ne tɛkyerɛma so aboa nti sɛ wɔn a na ɛyi nso wɔntumi nne afrɛd ɔbɛn boaten
deɛ ɔbaada bɛyi afei na ɔbɛm
na ɔfa wei wakɔ bi da wɔwi ne da
wanya
Alex Tete
ɔno wɔde deputy regional minister to nim
okay and ya na kyɛ so obetumi adi
regional minister
no problem
but sɛ yɛyɛ no regional level sampanimfoɔ wom sɛ kwaku afiriye ɔhɔ no mu a Tete ntumi nsa no ho kwaku afiriye no sɛ afei na NDC foɔ no na etwema nso
okay
nti sɛ kwaku afiriye no ɛwɔ hɔ deɛ a yɛka the most senior MPPist in the north western north a kwaku afiriye ɛyɛ head of Alex Tete
and afayi district chief executive ɔwɔ Atumamponua district William Yawdako ɛna wɔbɔ baako niaba wodi kuro wɔbɔ no so boɔ sɛ nana wɔkeka ne ho nsɛm pɛ sɛ yɛyi ne firi n'akonnwa so
saa
wɔse nana pɛ sɛ wɔhwɛ anase atwedeɛ
anse ne nyinaa ne yɛ box fight ho nsɛm no hwie
na kyɛ sɛ wɔfa asɛm no sɛ yɛ no yɛte ani no a pa yɛnhwɛ aseɛ no ɛnsɛm wɔ aseɛ no ayo abusuafoɔ da fanda nie na wɔde abanim ano wɔkyɛ sɛ mampanin nanado asɛm korɔ no ano ogu so a wɔkɛn sɛ ne ministers no ɛnyɛ ade a wɔn bɛboro 85 second term ministers will not exceed 85 29 ministries ɛna wɔde ba enti Ghanafoɔ wɔyi mu asotire baabi a bɛkɔ akɔpem ano no ɛnyɛ ade a bɛtra 85 ɛna ministries no nso ɛbɛyɛ 29 na yɛ expect sɛ ebi a week ya mu te sɛ de egu so a yɛbobɔ so nkakra no ministers bɛba deputy ministers bɛba but wa case so dia sɛ those who lost MP seat out of obi a wulusu mmarasebedo akonya bia no ɔse ɛnya ade a obetumi ama wo minister amana yeye enti of okoboy one day be man kwato de no bodwe
so obato no kran or professional or
kwato de no bodwe
you're comfortable with whatever he has. He's a young man, so many years ahead of him.
Okay.
Okoboy
because no ya de pa. And now ya boabia someone so nyare.
Ya Bibi is in the offing until ya
and yeah wo mu ma ya won kohwe STC bus no so
nana komia so woko
matisa nana komia be mu
nana ba na yakọ nana firi wono masintim aboaje will take over
your friend say
sintim aboaje isama kese sintim aboaje
ono no hye na se
we deputy na operations ni nyina esine na so
ani obetu
nti nti one nana so ye kama in fact ya na da bia no ba ko gidin adobehu no opi wa ase oye nti no nana strategic but sintim aboaje operations ni nyina hye nsa
wow so fact said ya wakọcha ba de wa be serve wona na wonim no
yes wa eso na achese
obi adwoa
shekire
nipa wa fa dipa wo fufuo no One say fufuo no kura wugina so wonu bebre na obema ahode mem. Ai say wo fufuo bebre a obehun say ahode no na ekofo. Enso yenkai wo mu.
Na meka radio yi a yeka say akasa tentene ma obi adakabere obi akwabna ma afi. Enipa dodo say neka atwo agbo.
Da bi obi anka atwo, obi anka jare.
Obi anka simple.
Da bi
obi anka ye fe say
girlfriend no me
walker unso odi free kumase na walker che say adwuma be hya se nyina engineer walker wogina mu say peme eso wan ka kra say walker bi ntina otimi kasa
yeah
yegusu tie o
ayo na the find anim ha bia wasan de aba no che say tewu womu industrial action strike no anu womu ye no womu suspend no na John Dramani Mahama wogina court a wode mampani na nado ne electoral commission akwa gina court ho na ne lawyer ni person ka electoral commission ma mi jemensa opeso yim ensemmisa baako etumienu bi ano na court ne tese da bi asem no aye die no kura san nsem nyina be piepie mu bi enti ahu hia se ye be mana be gina wo no wase bi se no sa asem kro no a enti court anye sa asem no antum na COVID-19 eduro no a yesi ye kwa akofa aba no wode ho asem nso edeba Democrat the finder na the chronic Democrat mu no no so wade aba no wata se ebra court kwa asetena enra no John Dramani Mahama ya ponte no down na wasade aba afom ha en wata se tempe se wokomra se bedefia nanka wo mu wo committee a wodo bi a ya appointe emwo mu kwatena so na sa committee no sisi ade akwakoye tempe appointment committee new patriotic party wo mu nipa wo so wo mu ni MPP de no NDC de no ni nyina akwakoye pe na ofetie appointment committee new patriotic party first deputy speaker Osaya chairman Honorable Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakin vice chairperson John Intim Fojo ono so ka ho
ayesofo Reverend John Intim Fojo ase and Honorable Frank Anodompre ono so ya member Patrick Yabuama member Matthew Opoku Prempe member Henry Kote member Brian Achampon awoshem odinu akonu bomu ase
Brian Achampon ewom Esla Owusu Ekufo ono nso wom Patricia Pieje wom Osebo Nsuamu awom ena Honorable Alasan Tampuli Sulemana ono nso ewom ena John Kuma wafa asenso abem John Kuma nso abem but menhu temensa bonsuwom
okay MB
yeah menhu temensa bonsu ena NDC afam nso Haruna Idrisu Mubarak Muntaka Mama Yarga Samson Ahi Erikopoku Elizabeth Ofosuadare James Agaga Edwin Vanderpool Samuel Kujeto Abrakwa Alasan Suhini Francis Xavier Kojososu ena Muhammad Ibrahim Gisela Tete Agbotu eye Hana Tete
Gisela
yeah ofa ono nso eka ho bi
your friend Gisela
na a business committee no nso ose temensa bonsu chairman Afenyomakins vice Anodom Preka ho Lydia Seyira Marasa Moses Enim Mevisa Wakumsin Alex Tete Joseph Kujo Mevisin Kansa Buetu ena Habib Idrisu NDC Haruna Idrisu ranking member James Kurite Aveti Mubarak Muntaka Ahmed Ibrahim Jalasowa Abdul Rashid Pepu Joycelyn Tete Erikafo Dr. Zinato Lawrence ena Adama Ramadan ofasankofo we ena womuwo business committee no eso na watasa COVID-19 a driver for ena a passenger for safety protocols ne de ya to atune ba bi kura ya so kwata kura de makasekra obi anfa nya hwe ya de yi nso ena apeta ne homene so ntite se ekia ne ke asamu amampani eka ho asam se ye di agora eno an se ye beko lockdown no wan sa akia ne ke ebetumi aba esan say ye nimra no so daily satellite nso nie ofa de kan no na da ha no
mra no aye ka no enne one ka commercial vehicles a monam highway so nyina MTT defo gina a madwene ye mo say aye moto check keke ena MTT defo gina said the inspector general police catch said the mampanyini catch the IGP say one hwe no enne wo de car commercial vehicle wonam highway bia so a prosifo wo tumi say omu gina mu inspector say passenger bia hye nose mask
antiane da no omu gina ha
in fact me nua deputy superintendent of police Mr. Ajimai in charge of Chebi division MTTD and Abuaje and so ewo tesano ha say womu make sure say Mr. commercial drivers na me catch them including me driver for VIP for saprosi for ni jinama wo driver ni mate no ensure say obia hye nose mask ewo kanum na say wan me an hye nose mask no na Mr. Ajimai wo gina wo say Chebio wo gina wo asafuo say Abuaji gina ho na say ohunu say obi hye nose mask no a wo driver no ye caution na caution ne beto aso ba ko mienu eto so prensa driver ye beto aso so every driver commercial driver who responsibility say wo be hwe say passenger bi oto ka mu no wa hye nose mask na say passenger no ya so brachie say one hye nose mask no a yinima approachfo say passenger ni we or say nose mask no on hye na fa ahobrasiem na fa buomu na fa kasade catch the passenger no won hye na nya sa dia message man wokọ na se wa me anhye nose mask na me odo beto sales for 1 hour because what you
ayo ofa din na na mebebo na satellite de aba no what say mami woni mampeni na baaye na ono an wo besan na ko honorable Akosia Fremont se opare chief of staff odem Nana Santibedi etu secretary to president Mercy Debra Kakari or secretary to cabinet Brigadier General Emmanuel Otsri National Security Advisor and Sarah to ata of Edinu Ameka eniye. Omaye no SARATU.
Asip se Sarah ni yeka say. Saratu.
Saratu ata. Oh yeah, personal assistant to the president.
Wayache. Wani papa na nanti yache.
Yeah. Emmanuel Eduamua Bossman.
Adumwa.
Answer
lawyer Adumwa Bossman.
Okay.
And
deputy chief of staff.
Adumwa Bossman.
Of an na tesa de ye kai ba kuno wa design na wo mu propose no.
Carlos von Brassi.
I say wa memu.
Say Ali Fawas.
Fawas Ali. Say onadamfo no.
Wo nyina ye nuanom.
Nti Ewrade ya adom na wodidi obema ne bi edi. Lord Comey, Director of Operations.
Oblite Comey. No more data operations.
You say ono ane de na na oto aso.
Oto aso.
You Kofi Bentum ahin, Director of Communication. Sam Ellis. Director of Personnel. Dr. Isaac Owusu Mensa.
No.
Of Edino Sound.
No.
Dr. Isaac Owusu Mensa.
And why?
Or Director of Research.
When is na do benya 52% or 51.9%?
Oh no, what go no.
One no.
Okay.
It what you say and they say Yewofa Victor Ohini Newman a koye no. We are strategist.
Ofa. Ayi papa I Dr. Isaac Owusu. Ne dia ne prediction no ntini ya man we no dia. Ene mesre mampeni say Sofo Owusu bempa.
What's can you
offer? Sofo Owusu bempa. Ono anya say ne prediction no yes.
Na post bempa na yemfa na me amenkwase.
Yes, anya say yes say ye be say. Ono okasi su dua straight say. Obewini.
Ananti yemfa post bempa na musu bempa.
Nations prophet. Nations prophet. And why dada? Oba offer so kind of big time. Yes.
Oh, na kind of
I say offer we did it. So kind of big time pa. So for Subempa. So because one no say we research you but sofo usu bempa de wose nyame na yi akyere no say enampa so wogina wono mu akosi say enti eye say wono so wo mu kai no pa ana call esuman legal counsel to the president
we a young man na why ade na ne papa na ye chief director e ministry of education omufre odwa na akola ketua why lawyer London US na onim life bososo
wow
fantini branch na utimi se ope butter pa
o sha socks kura ope say here combination
na utimi se ye onim life bona ope butter
margarine
that margarine is different from butter musa de ne ye miensa ye wo cheese ene ye wo margarine ene ye wo butter so hono inti butter no ya na butter no better than margarine no
ba ni nyina ye de ye pan no
ni nyina ye spread because utie
na Michael Foriata
we wu koka
director for ECOWAS
and integration they we go chire
ndie mean
Michael or papa no enkrofo bi susu a or ye straight
okay
unse na uko airport shop bi ba near for Woolworth unse just we do Shangri-La na Woolworth for honum Michael the only answer me ni yi ti o baby ba ko the same open okre na papa ni nuanu mu nyina no wo demusno nko wo demusno nko Michael
and obi bisa me say but I say o mpeka sa na me say because me pen okre and say and throw na obeka no bebre but nokre no once anti I am
chiremu so de ebokuro
of am mpeka
sa chiremu ana tisa akoye se kuro no abo no
kwabena wo wai me wa ma 7 asa men yana me free ayi na me bana kakra na medu ana traffic across Katrenti
odi ese mageri no odi twa bibi ho ahia bibi gina mfimfi wa wetimi moso ana odi twa ho ahia
mageri wadu he ofa me fa cantonment wonu na baby amenam no
kwabena bi so
kra papa mpo
ensu ato na mafa nsuo ni mu ana bibedura ni mu hase na akwa bi deka abo nsuo di agu me ho ani mu hase de ye de na bi se fe mani mo bi bo nsuo go wakwa nyina ba bi di nkomo bi na obi ye na fie no di bo nsuo go no twaw DJ Abi mi ke masema kire o bi so dio interviews no so beba lawyer TK beba na lawyer Gary ni makuma afuso so beba na sa so na Dr. Dominic Ayeni enso beba
na ayiwa de mampani abeto enim hanom wa Ghanaian Times na New Year school ho asem na waka say COVID-19 vaccine no wo bo mpaye say ye betumi enya no be say next 6 months ya ewe ye nim no de na tese ya sase a ye gusu a ye nkakra nkra etondamani mahama petition a wode call ya court no ye say da bi we de amegitum wa enye ye no eno so wode ho asem waba ejebo enne United States of America wo muma mpani a woto abayi no US President Joe Biden enne na wo mudi no
Trump na ni trimu kanana who's a nuclear code no ye de ma no
wa fe
hyene so say ye de ade ne ma no ena obusa wo mo say enti mimia ha say ye de ne besie ba bia wo busa so say omia ha de ne besie so chese wiase be say na mu America de ensay ape da bia president nka wo kwa code no usom say ana wo de ama wonua na wo no so ba no ne ehunu say president to president onko an pen so wo si wonsom na de ama Joe Biden na akwadi na ha no
ofa na naninna
edu okọ ye de no ko ekuro no so efra wo san odi ntim ko mbesa akye natom
na naninna ana ofa yesi nose mask no bo no wo mu apagemu akosoro ofa yesre ankurankure no se obi betumi aboa Minister of Education enya ba akofo no nanane abrewa wo ba akofo nse ntumi nso nyame ni kata enti yesre ankurankure nyame adom mo ya wato mo pratim nose mask no sɛ motɔ de aboa Ministry of Education wɔn na sisi a wɔn so ntakrakyɛ ba no adesua so a ayi aban de ba nkɔɔyɛ aban de ba nkɔɔyɛ aban de ba nkɔɔyɛ yɛsrɛ mo madaworoma mommoa Ministry of Education nose mask no mommoa wɔn mu bi kakra na wɔn ntumi mfa mmoa schoolfoɔ no na nkwadaa no bi kura tumi de book na wate na wɔde praeɛ asaha na wɔde akata n'ano na wate ahyɛ n'aso ɛnyɛ ɛnsɛ ni yɛsrɛ ankora mo betumi aboa no mommoa kakra nose mask no boɔ no fo mo sɛ akɔsoro ɛna Ghanafoɔ nso ahu sɛ sisi a nose mask no akɔyɛ hot cake enti wɔn apagya no boɔ no mu ɛde akɔsoro kakra yɛsrɛ sɛ monhu Ghanafoɔ mɔbɔ na wasa de aba telegraphic yɛnim
ma menye clarification bi ma wo
okay over
Carlos Van Brassi no ɔno a na yɛ adumu abosman no
ni din yankasa no
din yankasa ne adumu abosman no
bra ɛna wodi din dɛdɛɛdɛ we di asie ɛna ya yusu guy name
adumu abosman nyɛ de Carlos Van Brassi na kyerɛ sɛ wotum sɛ KGB specialist so ɔba
wɔfasa mimi sɛ time a na meyɛ entertainment prefect
wo
na yɛ
kyerɛ sɛ wo hwan
me
wo
ɔfa na yɛfrɛ me Tupac Ameri Sakɔ
ewurade
enti na medu ani ɔmo frɛ me Tupac
ɛyɛ loyalty cab ti rande
amati ɔde ɛne ne nkasa me pɛsɛ
wo wadi entertainment prefect da
wɔfa me keptek paa sɛ me ba na me
awu masa
ɔfa sɛ me gyina stage a
mpacho samezop kakra ma mehwɛ
ɔfa aha yɛ studio nti o sɛ ɛno yɛyɛ ne sei
na kyerɛ sɛ wotwum saa
ɔfa sɛ me bi gyina me ba pull up
Babina nyame nhyira ho nyame nka ho na WhatsApp messages ne mmra na ɛyɛ mobile alert no so mmra na messages akɛse ne nyinaa mmra na nyame ɛma bibia nko tika kyɛ magdan sɛ me se me ba na me ba so me de me nua ba bɛba why right owura twiri ba kodua esquire yɛ mo aha what you say ma wa ha say entertainment can you imagine Lord, now what you saying? Yo, Lord, wadaroma ubekane say election petition na akwakwa ye election dispute na ehon sensem na abey na ye witness in recent times the first of its kind and in January 2013 now I said the whole country was spellbound glued to our television screens and no actually no and say yakoko manual on election adjudication in Ghana the 4th edition his lordship ranim ni abua wadene sa shas ye itiri ye ma ono ankasa sign ba ko de breme na yasan ashase biem afedie de statute unlimited as to length of time yede ebe adjudicate sansensem we say na yebehwe difference kakra obitimi de amayen the previous one eden ne course wo bosome nwotwe ama ene eden ne ma statute ebebe mu unlimited the number of days yede beye afi wa comment kakra if you could on operationalizing statute-led petition adjudication no challenges are yes afesi law you
okay the kind of social year 2012 there and rightly so can say it was the first of its kind and we had 3 petitioners in the presence of Nana Dankwa Kufuado, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and Jake Otanka Obichibelamte. Now, notwithstanding the fact that now we are being sung, Rebecca said they were singing the same song as I'm calling Babeka. On the other side, respondents, you could also find John Dramani Mahama, then president, as first respondent, and then the Electoral Commission as the second respondent. Then the NDC, so they are also an interested third party. The reason is that Tomono sponsor John Dramani Mahama, and like John Dramani Mahama, he stood on the ticket of NDC. In Tomoso, a 7 of 4, and no more filing motion for joinder. The motion was resisted, but in the end, court agreed with applicant to say, Yefa Amandu Kono and Kamubi. So, over our petition now, we had 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Now, over petitioners now, as I rightly said, Umi and Sena Yas and Koran on Bekai, or the common witness nearby, they filed a common petition. All documents or processes of filing na baku. Say affidavit number filer, it will be deposed to by one deponent. They do try an ankasa no so no. The witness ba open na witness box to testify for all 3 of them. Lawyers now we at the group back na representing all 3 of them. And now by respondents so you realize that Ebrai admitted NDC as a party representation on Afi Abakoye Baku. Na Afi Mufali affidavit, a common affidavit deposed to by a deponent common to all 2. Afi, if you say there are 7 witness box so a common witness, no mount here. Then the EC, and so of course, that is quite understandable. What is the true and net meaning one? You find, say, petitioner Bakope. You can say, ya share a chair will say, you're not a course so 2012. No. For want of a better expression, I can say there was some sort of superfluity. I said, you pardon for François, and so I said, Bakuna no Mabeka. I had to can call Sunday school. Na Okaseria will say, or no man is a sort of super so casa. A few years may can be the talk, the all kind, so go back with you. Now 7 hour kind, and 1 on the Zabeka. And we now come home, and now after now, I quite say, as 7 hour you couldn't tie a crack. And would you not would not talk? You did not study some sort of high court because near my war high court civil procedure rules my apply for interrogatories and then discovery and this motion upon motion in our course. In fact, we create a consumer will be created by say that meeting and say amicus. In the end, it do say you cross examination. They said ordinary cross examination. No, after that, limited. In one of the instances, I think if I would not for maybe fear Dr. Bahumia, but now witness box move for so many days. And as I said, you could realize that number of days and weeks and months. Looking back, and because Constitution say it me a year rules regulatory require first one is some of courts. Now it me amended from time to time to suit the circumstances. This time round, they say young such that and brand munenchi share. Now yentie assemble expeditiously because so far 347 high court civil procedure rules or the one rule one of the cardinal principles underpinning the rules say expeditious trial and say the assemana train na move fia it amendment the spirit behind say the assembly didn't attempt so the reason many say we challenge the validity of the election of a president. Now, you may be over. Yadrin say, "Na minister also cry no." What you also near the church, I didn't say for as long as that matter no court. No, you will say a court and answer a in your institutions, any individuals, you know, we comment say, that presidential petition, no, that be a question, a custodian, except that you mean how much it did in terms of money. And you know, but it is a penny for your might be say, the entity so. Now, I say, oh, election manual will be there. Make sure say, what kind of, if you page 40, that kind of over and over again. And you know, you can have a bit of Sabia will say. Now, Shazoswa, Sabe Pepena, and reflected, or a lady, you read the year, petition on a barcope. And we hear any other petitioner. So we wouldn't have a crew or a team of co-petitioners. Barcope. If we saw some of that, no. In fact, so what share manual or refer to Article 64(1) and I will be say Constitution will be our Ghana ni ebetimi challenge the validity of an election result. And I will be say ebetimi just will be na say be a maybe TK but ebetimi atna can say election no if you say be am koye it be challenge and I come by petition because Constitution say by only a Ghanaian one specify who the Ghanaian is. The kind manual no I don't know person what say sa petition across our the should be a what contest election. As I didn't know and I'm so many no way against I say ubia what contest election no. Maybe you say be uncle but for Sadia na uncle no come be win election no. And now say enka election no crown there might be the need to do a runoff as a runoff no. And our second election no or no be and not any other person. And the me I have say of deeper 12 no crown no. In this circumstance no omu bia anywhere I with me I can say be our court because at the end of the day no the court no ever release bia so any partner ye kind of want so one ko ye obi our contest no kwa kudu level be as say ko ba ne say obetimi aka say nka no be win and as say ba say ye rerana no be contest ya so any pa ko no onya benefit bia from the relief no and you know what settle side no and I think so that it would come be this time round here so there be petition no be the ba ko pe na so be ba ko pe so there any respondents no so be me no on be na say ba ko be electoral commission if you say no conduct election and to mean any other person because I don't want anybody a constitution am to mean say on run election the also mean no so say would the background what benefit from the corona petitioner no air complain no will most likely be the president elect in that case here let's just say party be anywhere obey necessary you know say going forward no. And I would say that maybe last time near election petition presidential I remember a bit remember say yeah pension it be cost ba the American stand say 2013 the na you know if you can say oh yeah this has to we there you need this is Supreme Court na can say you know you need say and who be here say that the election for court be and now they say you have been through be we nti madwe am say going forward no say koba say challenge of the validity of an election be ba you be petitioner na you two respondents no unless and until said before for be ba na say besesa enti ye be hu mu no afi ade ba ko a ewo mu aye nyina ye ti ase bi mu say ye petition within the context of COVID-19 and a court no I take view of that. Enti nipa no kra no akoye nson sese nson no omoye no de tutu na no de no na ye nkron sese akoye nson na no a Supreme Court say that edikan no omo kan say a lawyer for kra no mpo no omo de omo kape ɛno yɛ court na ɛyɛ saa nhyɛ no ɔse ɛnsɛ sɛ obiara de nipa ɛboro 9 ba so far we have petition no ɛna onya maximum 4 to the lawyer 4 aba obiara mabiem ɔmo maka no so ɔmo de milu sɛ bisa na ɔmo de aba enti so yɛ bi mu na mehu no ha sei no ansa na aba sɛdeɛ asɛm no si ɛkɔ hyewhyew no sɛdeɛ wankasa ɔkaeɛ no court na yɛ ahyehyɛ ofie file petition a wakyerɛ ɛnna dodoɔ pɔtee a wɔsɛ bɔfale mu answers ɔmo file answers ne wie a ɔkyerɛ nna dodoɔ a wɔsɛ yɛde ɛhyɛ case management ase ɛna sisi yaba aba bɛduru ɔhyɛ time a wɔn file petition yi ɛne January mu na ɛwɔ yi o ɛnso so yɛdu case management ɛwie case management ama court a set it down issues for trial ama orders now ɔmaa ne bi kura wɔ hɔ a ɛhyɛ aseɛ nnɛ a wɔsɛ for example wɔsɛ wɔn file witness statement na wɔn serve na wɔn serve wie a respondents no so wɔn so respond by way of wɔn witness statement na wɔn so serve na enu adwada close of work adwada na wɔn awie saa wɔn carry orders ne nyinaa fi na ɛbɛn ada yɛahyɛ asɛm no si die eti wotumi mu sɛ court no sɛ rules no ka sɛ ɛyɛ expeditious trial the conduct of the court no so asɛ sɛ ɛyɛ expeditious ampa efi sɛ wohwɛ sɛ deɛ esi akɔ yi na wɔde to 2012 deɛ ɛbrɛ a wɔn file a petition somewhere in December January February March ɛkɔ bɛyɛ sɛ April ansa na yɛn ankasa ɛhyɛ ase a na wɔn sɛ nsonsoyɛ kɛseɛ paa ɛda deɛ ɛkɔ so yi ɛnɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so n'ano no indeed ɛnɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ court a in fact there were processes bi kura wɔ hɔ a na ɛwɔ court n'anim ɛnso court no kura anka ho hwee for example the motion for review they say notwithstanding the motion for review any the lawyer or filing no be can court no ɛkyerɛ ne sɛ a motion for review no does not operate as a state of proceedings the court no deɛ wɔbɛto aso ara ɛna wɔde maa saa orders no mo maa no and so ebi a nanka yɛ 2012 being the first time no nka court no bɛ hwɛ saa de mo no entertain sama saa hyehyɛ wɔ esi mu bi no enti no me bɔ ne tɔfa mɛka sɛ nsonsoyɛ a mɛhunu ɛwɔ 2012 2013 yi ɛne 2020 2021 yi mu ɛno so no na fi bi hɔ na bɛbisa nanka yɛatoa so
yɛ kɛne kyɛ sɛ ketewa wei na abɛyi afiri wɔde ama ne yɛatoa so sɛ court no bɛka sɛ motion on review no and does not necessarily mean a stay on proceedings akɔ yɛ biribi a ɛba bɛyɛ established on the basis sɛ hitherto no nanka lawyer for free sɛ processes bi wonya site yɛ no ano then it means that you are enchanted from moving forward on an issue because of having cited the processes.
And you will court no conduct now. When you can't say by law, for the legal principle, so file a review now, and my court no entry change. And then me share court no so that fast position no. And yeah, the we so because or say I was a trial no expeditious. It is a expeditious there. And another benny review say maybe take court no question about when beside I want to say. That review we say no, is it going to be a review by the same panel having cognizance of the fact that it was a unanimous decision and nobody dismisses motion for interrogatories no. And I say yeah the nipa bi no eba beka ho hoping that a bit me as a somebody say koye the latter na what it means is that any affinity eba reconstitute review panel and then you be 2-7 said that and then that's then I access your case management no you be so and you know I defeat sa expedition I can once and you know I want to maybe want to say court no post janina na ko say you be the seminal intem then say the view what I say you refuse na say kwa for e bit me afa so na e dia nya the who court no conduct na say obepese obeye enum e chen say you betwintwan na kwam make a way the agina and rally and so. And now come to train a course because the NSO. And some petitioner, lawyer, for example, person, or Mubisa electoral commissioner, and mobile filing motion to serve interrogatories now. Other times, now with me up in court examination. So, and why I say, yeah, as I'm not Yatu, then we are to front door, back door. It is a back door, or the other not going to offer. Chance, Rebecca Safina, the several interrogatories, the amount answer. So, Senka court no peninsula. What it would have meant was that Enka Ochina Nadechia, and maybe another chair, and found maybe electoral commission, adding the responses and answer the answers about one real BBA 8 million coso. And then I can read a case management no grounds 8 million coso. It says not counsel for the petitioner air press say obey here the responses and answers from the first respondent, and look around the influence, as to the issues or the back for consideration. You the best settle down issues for trial. And Tinanka definitely no. And keep Piassam no at the opponent.
The loyalty, you see, the which me, the conduct of the court na in line with expeditious adjudication. Yeah, okay, yeah. Is it possible, say, Ubi bit me accuse a court of pandering towards expeditious adjudication and sacrificing justice on the altar now?
For now, dear, men may draw some conclusion. Otherwise, any someone presiding judge the client and say, ordinarily, come entertain motion be crowd for amendment necessary money and they wouldn't even entertain them. But I will say more entertain me and now Obuchi and now Obuya. And Madria and say, and quiet say, Chinchina, I see a pentamintino, Nanny, the Lumpi, the interpreter of Quabli Lumpi. Nemono, Sebia, yeah, na enkuntia bi enkosai bibia e de ye be ne saa e chen se ye be ka se ye twetwen na so ama Mr. obi a motion upon motion application of upon application saa na madwe ye be ni hu se e be ye sort of a balancing act nti bi o kwa de court no ye adwen de o be di atu ye bi o so so mo nya adwen de e bi o mo makwan saa na madwe ye
Yo, afe loyalty ke ma yenwura asem no mu se ye the narrative de si court na ye ka ho asem nye de ebetimi asi court na ye ka ho asem ye sha ase yi be ye den wetimi akari omanma along what has happened so that ye nyina ansa na ye betena ase no na ye were reasonable expectation to be on the same wavelength.
So far the area say you share processes now you filing na it's unfortunate say you need common platform into no be and them kasa wa hey be a channel so be a kasa okay FM e be a dey no okay FM no sonko what say and then the ye hu nkomoyi wo ma nkomo no so kosoro the me ni na simple narratives you see on court ho also the na akoy ahwe free akoye wo unti na ye dis alcohol no enti no one we be the joint kakra but the betimi aye say enkayen chance em free say e bi ansem potin na petition no dey court na ni nyina so na say e wo constitution na fe na some of the call no so no e dey na respondents no so aka afi the man kano the court so assess my share petitioner ne petition on the buy my share respondent or more answers on the buy my share of proposals in the nature of issues on the buy actually my issues no and my have you at the ato and my more directions say when be pass we be there seven and she say you didn't come on here shall see free wa you be can say my Ghana for at say Ura John the man ma afem say no dia kokoto na ye ntwe adwene emfi ne bia ye kan street so ana platform ana studio bi na ye mehwe asem poten eda Supreme Court hono na ye say petition na say e dey poten no de call is a petition e won chichemu the here pa di kan the grounds yinti a say over court no ye to so mi grounds no wa chire mu enye se wode na no no kan wa trata ni mu wa chire mu ena o chire mu wie no so no o say instance asem ya medical ti no the mehwehwe free court ni first respondent so anu ye the same second respondent so anu ye the same the minister say nka ye nyina za Ghana for ye tisa asem na se a eno na be ma wasem ya wo kan aboa pa eno de say court no bu asem bi a oh ye betimi abu say oh asem no ye free ha ena ye bedru ha na say yankwa nkote asa ne say de wo kan say yamfa anya adwuma ye ba ne say ye di asem no wi a so one that only dada petition lawyer for be ka the omadwen yo respondent lawyer for be ka the omadwen yo enti afi na akọ ya dwen akọ ya kesene enti se one hwe awedu bi na ye wu se ye all kind of crepa no he and na one that so na be ya dey se Ghana ha e ba to ho dia ye suspicion no e was soro papa
and it is ade no kura ba bia ya na duru kura na ya na ye ntie ho ase no kura nse ubehun se judges si and as a lawyer see use certain words interchangeably at a point obeka a petitioner applicant at a point was a petitioner respondent na chance what me say cross no be be mu a afi ne nipa ne bebre no mind den no mind ra
enti no no dey just on agbo aye bo bi asi konwa na nke bi aye sha ase ba ye bru ha so be ne sa ma ye a nka ye pe na nka ye sha ase free ha ena ye bru ha ena ye bru ha ne ye kodru ha na say court can say na so obi anya sa ntia
okay enti yam fan shasim free baby a wo kan ye in reference to election adjudication manual on election adjudication in Ghana na as specific provision in the constitution as to why Ghana ni be no the assembly court na yetimi identify sa Ghana ni no na yedi bibi tato se obi a se de osika no no wakọ abatuo mu no susuo se wadi nkunim ne yamfa ne nkunim die no yamfa ama no anu nti ya kire in prescribed manner se de obesi de petition no akọ shasi afiri ho se petition ban na maama de koye
na be ka say nka o be peda me esi nkonyo
okay ede be ma oda na yanya ne se so mo betena se adaduanan na wo se yetimi wie sa de entinki be ye ne se adwuada bia wie nyame ye adom ne yete nkwamu a na nka previous week no ne aye ne se last week in court until last week in court no na ye dia free court processes any proceedings conduct of the matter no nyina e ko previous week no na fe no ye dia besi dwuada na ya project going forward in the coming days up to Friday no so no what we could possibly expect na just no me free say aboa ana me boa
wada ro ma yene sa nka pepe se me so mo nti di obe se na ntie from MANSO de enti no ni nti a me sra kwan ne se na me wo meeting bi mo nti eja me wo ko na me se me wura fra me de a o se me ja na me tie na nsa
wa ye lawyer wada ro ma nti yanya sa na yanya sa hye no chi
memo duma na me be ye no de ma ji abo ade kakra
ai se enye sa akwa de wo mu an se fatu dwa ma mintie
nka je so ma me VIP no ba ko
VIP ni ba ko so de akwanya so aba se akwanya so aba na nse nkwa nka ate ya ka hot one bi ba nka ma akwaje ba ko nyame be ye edi law me de wasene abotre a wanya despite media ye be pese ye tiefo no bouquet of programs awodo e de ba no at all times no ye be ma oman ma ate ase de ekoso wo oman mu ye de wase pa right loyalty ke ana wodi aba no asemihia tanka be sadwada bia nanka yatenase nanka previous week in the courtroom na ya yene mako nanka yedi aba be wie a possible projection of what could happen in the coming week without necessarily looking at the merits or demerits of the case. Na ubie ni hono mu a waye krado se obemia be frɛ na kogina judge fo anim. Ebia na ankwankoye a mere mortal like you. Nemo this time round there. Na koye buachi bidini. Eti uguzu tienit 100.9 FM. Betimi a WhatsApp yen. Ewo. Enti Gary ni makumafo. Bema na ono soso beba. Na fe so no Dominica Yeni. Doctor ono soso no obeba. Na kwasi kwatin asante achim domi abra this year. Otimi ekobo apesie wa afuom edidie ema ne hoto no na fe nso so titi katino enso beba na covid no hwe ho yie nene yare awodo ni bitimi ba na ye frede wuo na akwaye ohawo a metia no no nyankopon na me yakokoduro a me de tia me de yese me banka asa banka yi wahwe me me ho kire me ba bia kura no a na me ni sika o account mu a metimi issue check me issue check no a pe me de mani pa kwa no matumri kan ma frɛ no se me srew me de check si ya mana ma fa check na ama nka mani mbegu ase enenti ona na me nkonko pe fada desen ne ne nye nhyeseye na me mfa sika no meto ne fa ekoko shim ba bia wo sadly to note say Best Point Savings and Loans have lost their managing director, Mr. Odey. Na sede isikono yakakra. The juada pe obekasa ne ho do no juada na eneye wukwada. We are looking at just under 10 days. So ahunu Alaji Chocho 17 days. Mr. Odey 10 days. Yes sir. Ubia hwe no ho so yie na fe so na pomodin panimfo so no. Montwe adwene mra preventive health mamo ma bibi nsankan yen ansana maba preventive health na mwa na nipa bebre hunu ade a wo de hye wo manum no se digestion koso a ensunsuanso ebetimi akoso wo wo mo yam no na yam adwene enko preventive health intimi srow mo nyina adwene ko be me na gare ni makoma afo no abai law yamwa ha
ADAKABRI mama football MANSO
you law this time show hu yie fa mame na me so me hwe me hu yie na hohoro wonsa regularly na sanitize wonsa regularly na share nose mask regularly na face so no ade bia wo de be hye oyam bia no say ye nsuo say ye duro say ye aduane be mindful of nsunsuanso a ebetimi akoso wo yam why Ami.
Problem pa.
A problem because bas apena affect o psyche say won't antibi say juada me home for me ankasa ma sorry my drive my call hospital then I'm detained by the doctor. I don't come home in the 10th day nemewu as anything.
A problem. Unfortunately for us, now most of the PD beds in major hospitals, I am to compare. You have to cry a problem. You are spot on.
Preventive health, no. Apomodin penifo no ntwe adwene nko preventive health. Na ye engage more on preventive health na anto ye kura.
Okay.
Waye. January 2013 and it's a landmark election petition course wo kasatentene entoponko eso etimi toponko no mrebi afa de yesua bibi de afrim ama emra aba statute enipa bi kura free se judiciary for no ankasa na kokko hyehyeye osi se justice Yoni Kolendi otimi be kire mu se mu wo bibi kan mo mfa nkobo MPs na statute na akire yen said ye yinsimfa eni asem no expeditiously enei akwa hye na ye hye no emra na as specify said ye obesi di ayi na ba petition na ba emra na kire who is a petitioner emra na kire sentia sa petitioner no could have a locus sentia or no wode eba yakagum fa ye hye said ye wusi hunu no eni ba bia ye duro eni de ebesua free mu at least today in court would feature, but yesterday in court would also be prominent. Mientie we.
Yo, ADAKABRI. Some say you can't get then one no. Now no 2013. You know the maiden election petition in Courtroom. Na eba no. Asana drag ya for Muslim country. Asana course no. You join this. Join the necessary. Nipa asam no who say an institution so asam no eba affect you. I'm back on the case now. But I put it this better joining. I know you're going to part. Now, fair was it. It didn't cut any the bro. The bro, we are watching so far a response. The United States. It didn't want they was a contempt in them. The church, the football coma, young offer, on your baby call, the young to the contempt. Me for the criteria. Minya Samuel national organizer, gender contempt. Or shadow gender contempt. Many part cracker. They didn't want that's on the train today. They didn't quite don't say they are a good school year. In a benemu. In a nature at least. Bois, a being who said I said here. Said the city in a medium matter. They will say Supreme Court. Now, the procedure rules be anyhow. And try to be say caution no some follow on. Yeah, for the 7. High court rules. The more high court. I don't know the regulatory high court trials. I mean, I will say, I'm going to say, the whole interrogatories. They be obviously a person with questions. We a question or not. Me, I am with the course. And they, I speak according to the rules of court committee. I agree with the above. Now, the hospital days had, I'm not, Mrs. Marita Brew appear upon. But I only Attorney General, our mind. I had the so said, be 8 months now, more by now. And he said, that should be about the guiding principle should be expected trial. So that is the guiding principle. I guided our court to say, now, expedition's trial does not mean say the court is going to sacrifice justice for expedition. No. What it simply means is the court in dispensing justice will dispense it in an expeditious manner. They say, court no beka say, asuma wodi abano, beka wasa mienti.
Neja say we are not sacrificing justice.
At all. At all that the court is going to do, what it's trying to do now, they say, being guided by CND, they say, in what time of a follow case. Follow case, we are the other side now, within 10 days or so, on file the answer. For the answer, we are court knows member of issues. We are moving cancer. One now, for my hearing. We are after hearing no court no 15 days to deliver judgment in the matter. 15 days. But and then of course no in fact from Nura and Nura omodi by some interrogatories. You see, answer question to me no. Court no say one there be. And they omodi abano. And if I get the function and so say unanimously you need to because what I said my age and you're relevant to the issues in contest. Now they are a media too. A BM. See an area a boy on expedition or expedition trial. And also non and now the media too. Then see how that say we are found the issues. Our China, what is a next VA for hearing on the petition? And as I file review of a unanimous decision on the interrogatories. Now, I say, I don't the phone song. Sorry, the phone at Trasso. Now we hear at Assembly again. Now, you know, fairness,
Hello. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Gary Makuma for Bessan Abba. A TT cat no, so Atanase. And Kwesi Quatin, so Atanase. TT, good afternoon.
Afternoon, boss.
Preventive health.
Ah,
Preventive health.
and only nose mask na and obia
Be mindful. And maybe being 2 years and what could be a doctor
I
for
know there.
doctor for any other.
I know there.
Into young children called preventive health. Was he? Preventive health. Adiana, be at the best one will be and be mindful. What is it? And sana the other corner she will know.
I know.
Right.
I know there.
Yes, I mean, I'm a papa. Or for no, maybe see your friend a bit too. A bit. It's a way we win some new yard. Me no be in the friend a bit too. Aye, remember, Mamma, a bema back Gary Makumafo into me in we. Right, Lord, here was no gusum, you not necessarily sacrificing justice on the altar of expedition.
Yes, yes. You know, expedition is there. And the run the someone else. It's some my man in check. But it doesn't mean say court no transfer the assembly. We just say peri you know, and a justice no, a be free court anymore. David. How do you baby as a and some now work on is you captured in the issues for determination. Who follow issues no way. There's a court set issues in down for hearing. Now, okwa file witness statements. Now they are back. We are not better when you should become obium as a baby. What the Nelina we are was a document. The infant said, you are your mamma and I petitioner. If you are the Bashasia, or Shasia, and as a beer, which will be my Ebekasamana, the Panabel, the Papa Tenny, no Bashadakamo, no attender, Nina Swina. Tender we pa when we are the same we pay when we and I think the will be and can I know now share that what to watch a can Makumako so that this time of the Obekanina no what or Kataso and if there is a witness statement. We are telling we pay send the when I would jump over the chief there where we now say lawyer or the other side. That is here Kotampa. Now say you are sorry. You are the two no based on the who say your evidence chief no the two no we are you matter unless say there's a reexamination which the court will allow sparingly based on some the EBR no and the other on the lawyer on the other side will be allowed to do anything no. So we now for next person the first respondent which is the trial commission. Here so no one kasa and now say mobile bekasa mana bashada kem overtender witness statements. We are a lawyer penny Chachik Kata or the two no we are a Jumasa. The third person era Mampany and now Adanqua Akufado, His Excellency. Or not so you begin our man no, or begin our also tender, or tender we are, or can I say we internally we are, that's the end of the matter. Or move repair, that's the end of the trial. The court has 15 days from the hearing to deliver judgments. Within 15 days to deliver judgments. So I say,
Lord, ma Yershe a normal me and saying, na Yershe dear Ubeyidi a free moon. In one breath, some lawyers are saying CI 99 has specified 5 days for pre-trial. And ne 2 out of 5 days for the pre-trial. CI 99 amendment number 2. As the Yansha trial na say in the 15th day na yenwie on the 21st day. Yenye nuru ho. Lawyer Chachuchi Kata is reported saying that justice must not be sacrificed for expedition. Because are we in a hurry to bury the law or what?
I don't see where the hurry is coming from. You see, this case was filed, I believe, I don't have the file before me, but the first time about for hearing, now, amendments on the release. Now, post amendments of the release now, they were allowed to amend and serve the other party and then to come and continue. The only said with application for interrogatories. And I know I'm supporting here and I court I dismiss. The court set all these days down for pre-trial hearing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there anything? What's that? Court here. Is there any application? As a court here. Court only here now. There is none. There is none. The fact that they say pre-trial should really be 10 days, or 4 days, or 6 days, or 5 days. Now, as someone other court here at the pre-trial, court no we are. Must the 5 days still be bound in the court? I don't think so. There is nothing before the court to hear now. What was before the court was application for interrogatories, which has been determined already. That's as far as I know. That's before the court. It's let the issues for determination be filed by tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Hearing of the petition are adjourned to 9:30 a.m. on 20th January 2021. Now, our issues have been set down. They've been set down. And now they have given a roadmap as to the mode by which the trial will be conducted. Is there any interlocutory matter court also dealing with? I won't deal with as we speak I think that's how we know. Now, if you have filed a review application, it doesn't bind the court from staying proceedings because you must come formally to file for stay of proceedings. The mere filing of a review application does not bind the court to proceed with the matter. In any event, the review application will also be heard. Now, there are 7 judges who are there now. You have to add another 2. Now, they will hear the review application. If they hear the review application, whatever it comes out, whether one way or the other, we will decide the matter how the matter will go.
Do you share or did you notice say judges anka bibia amfa review application na construed as
it's not before them. It's not before them.
It could not be a stay of proceedings,
No, there is no stay before the court. There is no stay before the court. As of today, there is no stay of proceedings application before the court.
But the citing of say say the motion registrar filing processes, the sight of it was not enough.
It is not before the court. If you have found, even if you have found a motion for review, and that motion is before the court, there is no stay application to tie the hands to the court to know it means go ahead with the case.
This was separate.
Exactly, separate application. So what will happen is that your application for review, it will be heard alongside whatever should be heard. However, because panel here is shown, there has to be an additional 2 to make it 9.
Why not? Why not a separate team, a separate set of lawyers?
It's never done like that. 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 We are filing review, filing review. There is no public
because
procedure.
unanimous decision about two na de kan hono na fe na ebi so akwa ma omo conscience apreke omo ana.
That is what I'm telling you, sir. We be filing no. ADAKABRI. E filing kwa. Hwe, ameka dem chiro. O ba chire sa kania ya kwa ye case bi expertise na ta di man Rollins. Na they will high court the KSM. That's the Supreme Court by way of reference by one of the lawyers. Tamaklo or the case go to Supreme Court. The court I was saying you should come and answer a question. So at one point in time, and I think I read before criteria for a kicking in. Measurement here. A question, me answer question the power. Me watching me. And I was in bad review. No more 5. So they added 2 to make it 7. Now 2 never come around. Must only a West cry.
Who cry?
But say, I was here. Tell us where the manifest error we have committed, the ordinary bench committed. Tell us. Point the error to us. You point the error to us. May they found their fire. They could be out of there. It's up to trouble. They make a question in Bra. Because to overturn a unanimous decision of 7 justices, anyway, young was
anyway, young said anyway, young was and this year no.
Review the to be heard. And at the same time saying, sir, the mere final review does not tie the hands of the court from proceeding with the case before it. But there is no application for stay before the court. And the open the one that they tie the hands courts, they know what to do. They know what to do. As I'm saying, now the court is proceeding to hear the matter within the time frame of 130 for all the parties.
See, one more almost was here can say CI 99, a constitutional instrument 99, Supreme Court Amendment number 2 rules 2016. Marietta Brew appear upon as then Attorney General Minister for Justice and October 12, 2016. Oshemi Gazette in TNA the Etia ne partia na just a warakofa bay. What you saying?
Oh, me ni say Tiane party. Me ni say Tiane party. Me jini say ade oye no. We are the papa because you see ADAKABRI time let's petition I think now 8 months no. You know mampani na woni mo twemko you know mama. Obeka say case le find no. Hanada mo ba because no knew the direction of how the case will end. And Miss Winnie because if the legitimacy of your presidency is being questioned, what the crowd here would mean that? What that would mean that? If it go mine, not feel go mine, or even though without prejudice, you'll be without prejudice, or appointment without prejudice, decisions without prejudice, until declared otherwise by the Supreme Court, Still, if we say what the crowd on that, because psychological trauma say, hey, some of court, you be able to go to your you be now we knew, we say good for good governance of the country. And the mammy, the cross one, where are the Sasana, you're coming them being few. If you are not how want the case to go, no? So when you are, what also do you mind? Who should you are? And then I feel no, what you want, and the court one, no, I'll be taking over. Unfortunately, case we say in the court, no, even though, mama, and then the crew will say, oh, my one election, no, I want to oh, sir.
Dear Wakaya is not before us. Dear Eda Court is before us.
Judicial notice.
What is before the court? And the union,
Oh, we run based on which figures they ever run. I don't want to just yet.
I know they are behind the scenes, there are even issues as to say lawyers are not assisting, they were divided. Now eventually those on the side of Fui and winning, yeah, and neutral Akoban Sentino. Young Fui side for normal winning, Now yan discard I yen mudiano as a arman.
And come to the near Bob, young more in my man, Mrs. Appear upon your mother Basso. So, you mind who ye? No one say, my 8 months of relationship, and more minor. And don't you know, if you say back, they can't tell me.
And yes, a year can willfully causing financial loss to the state, yeah. A coba, yeah, just a Kwame Freddy D. You may. About somebody and a call one more day by an beer been and they will send the Akoma brew appear point because the Wabem with them.
I was saying, Papa, now you buy a banana for the Jume, a banana machine in my bonnet. Money, Papa.
Yeah,
yeah,
when I didn't tell you the Aqua Bimaminka story in Inchino, Aquay and car sumunica crab in a car in Sumuno. What the form say, Tim, or here know that zebra crossing was me dumb? Yes. Yes, well, my insurance is a zebra crossing. They were dumb. I've been the idea. What that one moment, ambulance in mine, and Suajemu, and Zuba was sorry. Lawyer, yeah, there was it. Now, what we propose to do is say, Yabese Juada Bia, Yame, Adominate Nasia, at the Diana, Didia Semino, a Juadania share a year previous week, what happened in the courtroom, the conduct of the matter, any proceedings, the Sikoye, legal gymnastics, a beba, a brofwakesi, a lawyer for ni be used, Chachuchikata, Biso, or a myth. Now, the myth is to be broken to become a mirage. Nina no Juada Yetnasi, ani a shaku yachi, na fe no ye disipobia, na fe no ya projecting into the coming week, what we could expect. And we believe, say, when ye tekuda, when ye sempuada, na ubabuayen, ni yetmia yesadi, and the abua or maima, no be ankasi abregu.
Oh, ADAKABRI. Now we are coming out. Ya bregu ndiye ya bregu yampa make am wasem ya me amara wasem but you will show them atia right ka ho hwebiem
won ka ho hwie lo nyamisha atia da ya da wasi ya bregu dai omu dibrika wo Cape Coast Accra highway and wo fuedi omanim na titi wo fuedi omanim. Can you travel from Cape Coast to Accra in 14 minutes? Hey, impossible saying.
Cape Coast.
Now the jet propelled engine would not play move incline Kumasi for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a jet propelled engine from Accra to Cape Coast 14 minutes. Ya bravo. Whoa, what do you do anymore? Right. Ugusuti need 100.9 FM. Na yedidi hon komo. Second election petition and now say election adjudication. At that Supreme Court name and yene lawyer TK din komo. Yene lawyer Gary Nimakuma for din komo. TT Katner of the NDC and Kwesi Kwarteng of the MPP so bebem. Then at the tail end, na yene Dr. Dominic Ayene and so attrition komo. Gazi? Expeditious trial. And that's sacrificing justice on the altar. No, what should you so say? Yet me froku jina womanim.
I offer for them be careful pa na me your friend me minimum asante achi me do me hinu kra ba me nyesho so mbeti.
Yes, o in gese ovra brochira be duru kra.
Be dey so mbeti because even cause ya na o ma se mo kana ya na different kakra. Nti
makwa kosra je ayiko utu ama
akwa defe no obi aso ni TV ana meti ankoye yie but I mean mehwe me kasa yie pa over say court asem no metie menua Gary na wa medication bebre sebi me tu a menye lawyer de animanimu ya ho asem no me de meka ho asem expeditious trial no ene se atentene no ebechia na se enchia no over ubisa ma metima ka se ye trial de no na ye conduct trial no in a more faster manner no na still ye making sure say justice prevails no the two can move together because the fact is say ye course na trial no ye con intentem no nche say there will be miscarriage of justice at the end of the day no the trial can even be for even a year or two still if justice will not be served, the justice will not be served. The mean who the relation between say you go by an expeditious trial at the end of the day there will be a miscarriage of justice and I say there won't be justice served. I mean there is no relation because the two can move together at the same time. Also, no expeditious trial can also cause miscarriage of justice. But what is more important is say court no about na say na at the end of the day no judgment be at the baby no it will be based on law. And even court no cry for the court no we 2013 election petition. I mean it's a precedent to guide all of us. Say court no cry the judgment ba na e be obi ntin ho ase a. I mean you can even file for a review of judgment in a court near the bar. But I mean 2013 petition na President Akufo-Addo say at then one moment he's not interested in dragging the matter again. Indeed, me who the relation a woman, if you young men this because the court probably a court intent because the court is not operating in a vacuum. Then a court no court no decision you're making is based on law. And we hear in Gary in church or the Maya or say they say no CI 99 no na court no edit so because CI na secretary say ba electoral petition matters ama bra yem fa so nya dey emeki yem conduct trial ni nyina and me meka say ye nyina yeti ha we learn from the past so we share 2013 ye work court months pore 8 good months I mean ye nyina na mwa obia in terms of your governance say be ko nanimu ni nyina na enya de yeboa in terms of even petitions and kasa omodi asem na court no obia wo asa obia watwene mu obia hu de onye dey onye in terms of even the respondents electoral commission you know, what it means is that 8 months and na court to by drag hu nyina no in the midst of litigation nyina no electoral commission so would maybe fufu so di so I mean in terms of administrative duties na be a clerical duties bi so e ho no so betwa sense dey kakra but we share the impact on governance power there na ya there ebe hadwen but I mean at the end of the day no that is the price of democracy but you be choose to learn from it na say you choose to learn from it and to me said the minya penny Gary ball mame marita bro appear upon abaso no in say or more gazette is CI which is CI 99 ya ama expeditious trial me no ya adwene na me mama no so abaso I just say if you are learning from the past that just say 8 months on who nya the here bi because 8 months na obi ba na saka se maintain ho ase bi wa Emrana Sam Makwan said there has to be a review. The review no say say kwa be 6 months and another 8 months. One year now be critical conditioner. So be lose election no ante ne ho ase on grounds of bad faith no. Obetima drag asem no e wo court sa ma e bi anipa Ghana photo abama no ntimi nye de emu ne mai. And to me no I think say we have learned from it and sua de adekwa esua ne mai pass CI 99 and no time limit the timelines are made there I conduct trial conduct do the CI 99 na ama time limits of I think ni nyina is 42 days me boa so within 42 days and there was a court no so all file a petition court no make judgment on it and to me no you want to say is an improvement from the past I mean democracy ni issue and I practice no democracy shouldn't take us back democracy na also at some point flexible kakra ana sebi yenye robust emra na ma nipa oh nti also at some point nipa timitna se emra no e wo se ye train say anase ye de fa na emra no bi ebu fa ha is driver ni a wo take care mu ana wo tisi ani mu nye se bi aka no e se konti no wo de to driver na accelerator no say there be oh baby also obo break kakra baby also here there what ya usi kakra I mean that is the direction say there yeah go in this na mra wo ho na mra na share court no say within 42 days or make judgment I mean I don't really see the problem with that but of at the more kakra na say who say ka wo de who your petitioner I mean this is even argument on moral grounds so your petitioner na ka do asem ko da court emprepi ya na okra de ka pese asem ne ye de e ko ntemu because you were saying because say justice delayed is justice denial and did there have to be a balance of these two between justice delayed and justice denial and expeditious trial and a possibility say justice will be denied because on one side no say the more delay justice no and na I mean and let us say deny justice no on the other side no say be okay and a speedy process no and term kakra and a tier 14 years say you can say speedy na we are not rushing through what it means is your best set your modalities ebema enoma bi akabe ba trial anima it may not really affect the substance of the trial no e bia ye dey efrim enu nti na wo hwa enu na court no tena say as the business of the day no to set out the modalities and I think omoye na which is the pre-trial conference nti no mabu ho bia ese bia ke be frɛ e bia witnesses be bia 15 20 by so okay because a person asem ye bu in term na bibia ye no asem obia asem na asem continue the we are witnesses no ka o ma asem nyina ye dey ebom na bia ekuche gu krata so ye dey ebra anu nche say bia the merit or the evidence how they call the court has bia court na preventing na bibisa ndika me dey ka me expect say ye papa Chatuchi Kata a o lead petitioners no anka wono kwa ka say court no especially when there is a law governing regulating or guiding on the expeditious trial can say no enije but unfortunately no wo sha wo mum na drag matter no from the onset because I know say wo sha if the court no decide say the business of the day was to do or conduct the pre-trial conference which is say come be set up modalities now anka the normal thinking is could be over court to be should be prepared whether the petitioners whether the respondents in your should be prepared. But I'm not in front of the justices no. In open court, your papa Chatuchi Kata say, obey ready at this Thursday. And he go for say, not now the Asama court. Now fe no, you setting up the modalities in your assembly by setting up the issues. Say boy. And they say no here as I drag your feet syndrome. Now there or and the court no setting up the issues no. And the me question kwat in there. Ubusa, I don't see any way a court no go against sebia omo ekọ asem no ntentema
every petition no mpese odi asem no and as a petitioner is engaged in delay tactics
ne conduct na oye no that is the interpretation a lot of people will get say when I do asem court asem no ye frɛ say ye set issues also when you ready times are we in time our file applications kra ohwe omo say no application or file for interrogatories here I mean people are saying is a commit my in Friday. So the Bayanka Monday care be a Tuesday care, but at least we have a space of Mondays to prepare. But what did he do? Or choose to file it on?
Yeah, just a monomu proposal tactics amano.
Oh, there be young proposal tactics man, but the woman say interested parties. Anna, dear yen an offer, yen your garage there, dear say CI 99 and the regulatory trial, the contact of the trial. CI 99 actually prefer say. Within a space of 42 days, I was here any sorry as I'm not so. And he say, you cry, and any answer as I'm not so, a chess as a boomerang. So, and the year no can a legal duty. See a better say, as I'm not here, and you didn't know near your day if you hope. We can't never near to me, but oh, I know one was say, and could be on order as a macro quarter to be a sissino. Nippon mum per se, be the assembly. And the at every point to be there, you be a court to Cassius, oh, me mum dear. And Camena and for me, mum dear minute ready. And that is why I go for me, and any baby say, o penny at the hour, ye, so say, as some one ready, so per se, made it. And until now, phobia, I mean, as part of the respondent's case, and then Metier lawyers be Metier, Nanabi, no more or Moka, ye spokesperson in terms of court, no. Or monomo, so assets say, I don't know, Omuni case, because our case, pass, who was solid case are presenting before the court. Some of these status in law, no. And now the court, it's not necessary. You present your case, court to say for issues, bra, who the issues are, at the end of the day, no, you argue based on issues out there. But you wait upon the, I mean, you tender in your evidences, no questions and examinations in your day. Then, much in court, the court will come out with the ruling or a verdict. Not something else, I made the court. You really now want to see. I mean, there is an option for a review. Now, call review. So, but yes, so fine. Where you almost say, and no ruling on interrogatory, some review. Offer, Shadia, a yes 7-0. it was unanimous. The decision by on interrogators and relevant. It was 7-0. The 7-0, you know, some could even review on that ruling. Now, court no top up even 2 judges. Na offend say, how do you call it? 9 judges never 9. On what basis are you expecting say the 2 judges are going to turn their decision, are going to go in your favor? In any event, that 2 judges in you don't account. They can even also side say it's indeed irrelevant. And now more expect to say any past 7 day ruling now will then change their mind. And see, I mean practically, what shall you delay taxes, but yeah, you mre. So mbe delay, so delay. Yeah, MPP dey say ya train, ya prepare share more court. You hunu so masem no mo de buy no. Enyina so ni so say. O argument now is centered on the gravity of your argument is centered on errors. Was it easy? Ejuma oye no. Or make a whole lot of errors. And untina ema wo ka say Papa Kufuor ni kwan so ko be president. Na say nkoto abane de efofo. That is your argument. A TF1 say NDC is not challenging the validity of the election in court. Their central argument is on errors. Now, central argument was on errors. On what basis? Now, one can petition or file you then file another petition to correct errors. Let us say, errors, you ask okay. Is a human institution.
Why a supplementary Supreme Court judge?
Of us, open up to a same moon.
Ejuma no yes ampa.
Oh, did you friend me waka home? Me know that ya.
It's here for ya chia wo nyina me chia me sofo bi. Sofo no bon pa ya ma me pa madam for so pa. E friend no. Reverend Isaac Ofori, Overcomers Breed International. Me chia na area we obi anya me ensure no na onto no nkwam. So there's a substantive issue, and Sana make call and also. I would want to make this statement, and I was say Ghana, you share Saudi way. The CI 99 has come to stay. 42 days for the petition. Yet to about on the 7th of December, and we swear in on the 7th of January. Median ka obi samia ka meka say was here sesa baako either ye be sesa 7 December ne ye to aba no ana say ye be sesa 7 January ne ye swear in no na nka ya masa gap of 42 days of petition no abetom if say ADAKABRI say me ko to aba 7 December na mante me ho ase na to say the NDC court and now you swear president in you have issues of the president's legitimacy to appoint ministers or yenejuma. Ebi ni yehu enen na obi bisa say expeditious act of we being in parliament, we being in court for the procedure to be fast, you know. We have to look at that as a country. Moving forward. And yeah, dear, I was saying you grow ebium because CI 99 no has come to stay. Now, me Jinipa say you consider now your factors have 42 days of trial no, and the share date of election and a date of swearing in. Now, Kobani say what the petition court, but swearing in abaso. What am I saying? USC almost about November. And then almost swear in after 2 clear months. What am I saying? It is a Ghana. Yajia to say CI 99 the be Juma. In media ne say in Kayen Koyenim. Ye Koyenim say Yen Koyenim ni ensure how we will fit this 42 or 50 days in between voting and swearing of the president. No problem bia e wo ho in between no e betimi akokot na wie ansa na yede that's where in president. This is a national issue. Parliamentarians must take it up and it must be addressed ASAP. E wo see etimi yes ade we either ye betwa akọ enim akọ November ama 42 days na twam na 7 January na gina ne ho what am I say na asumdwe aba kurom ha nti se ye to aba wie na one party ante ne ho ase na oka se o mi court kra yenim se court no validity no long acha ade 42 days ye nti media going forward in the next election ye be here wo Ghana 2024 was say samra we ye de ye juma na sa 7 December na ye to aba no either we move it forward backward to November na 42 days now falling within range na 7 January na betom and now say 7 January be ko nanim na 42 days from 7 December no so aye juma Ghana for eyade a ehu hia na me giri say ye ne sa so a asundwe beba enye say we feel say me gina court di masem but obi so ye adwuma ewo die mimi ne ne airpre ho no nti kasa gap ne mbra ni em fast 42 days ni shame ye ni 50 days cry is fine 1 week after election you should be able to start challenging again nanka Ghana ye hu say democracy no we are building it to another level asundwe be ebeba expeditious trial you cannot substitute minim se minuano wa share cross examination say na etia at times cross examination no it need drag because obi answer be no would require another question into time na CI 99 na man of 5 days no retrial no and at the ebekoso no me feel say although it's tight no it is fair for everybody but another day too so why is the rush? There's nothing in rush 5 days and then a second day so I don't think there's any rush from anybody. There's tomorrow, there's the day after, there is Friday, so I don't think anybody is being pushed to the wall to say that the process is being stampede. What am I saying? It made me feel say this expeditious issue no I was here showing ye pa if you say me the want to box me 2 hours to run a cross examination on you na me wie ya ADAKABRI, do you have the right to stop me from cross examining you? I doubt. Into a hop and I mean feel say we haven't gotten to that bridge into me person me den ye be na say you do hormona proceedings na processing say koswa we will get to see say time now court the ama in CI 99 no is it fair, is it capricious, is it okay? But democracy now build this no it is a good thing. Into begin say after this election petition no there will also be a second modification of whatever is going on to attach it into corrections.
Like it's learning to understand things as we do them.
Yes. We would correct more things to fine tune it to make it perfect. Because you compare 2013 there no, and you compare this one now. But you can't put a witness in a box. They said, yeah, what happened to Dr. Baumia? Now what 3 different councils or BRA so for the same answers. I think
the
that
first 2 days you cried the answer Dr. Baumia 2013. Yamani jina ho.
Yes.
It was at the 3rd day as an Yamana.
Was that no jina ho?
Into your no breaking rule of standing to sitting. Into your no baby, do not be
Nisisi ni nukoto.
And don't see that now, so me feel say motion now NDC file say inka is no answer questions they be proud to speed up the process. No, when your answers no. It was a fair interlocutory, no? But the court felt say it is not the right way to go relevant because you have the opportunity again to ask the same questions. Intermediate, you better than me as said the baby and na ADAKABRI. When him say your mouth homework the coffee ko ye ba. So coffee now unti me your homework na. Put me be say obi ofie mboa. Put me be say papa. Put me be say mama.
So papa so ni mu a.
Papa ni mo ma wrong answers. But say what a class. Na ye say true na unima. Unim. Into me, saa deɛ wei a yɛ judges and mpanyinfoɔ adane abutu no ɛnha me bebree efi sɛ yɛde maa ne kɔ fie kra nkɔ benya coaches wɔ mo ansa ama no what am I say yes questions no kɔ di kɔfia
12 questions
12 questions no obenya coaches ne lawyers
but was it papers or file was it papers or file no 12 questions answers now
yeah answer the question is the same as on the spot so I'm saying no cry back up it is say only obi di nkomo earlier say no cry e back up one statement but so we try and throw there wait me try and throw because it is a lie when you are in a witness box under oath the truth will come out especially when the questions are spontaneous what am I say intermediate di nyambe bia na yede yeah yenko yenim questions no so about the amaya dada or the amaya no problem answers on the amaya you don't know that can my baby sans questions there biom I say answers no atro amaya no eno na obeka na nipa de so no wadwen and so the obetro
right already Katina a member of the NDC communications team and attending earlier on because you acting also a member of the MPP communications team and attending now COVID-19 president calls for strict adherence to the health protocol. Accra Regional Police arrest scores of persons defying the health protocol. So we're asking, has the government handled the fight against the virus well as we reopen schools? Now, police are stopping commercial vehicles to check whether occupants, passengers are wearing the mask. Oh, BB, I can't check passenger for, I can't check driver for.
You see,
in respect of Saturday, principle.
ADAKABRI, my only challenge is say last year, you lock it down, easy restrictions. I remember, say you can say I'm offer 3 fronts, I'm reducing to 1 to 2. Taxi drivers, I'm offer 4, more reducing to 2. You remember this? Even Uber cries, 2, 1, and all that. What was the motive? The motive was to reduce the transmission of the disease. You're lifting an easy restriction, see? 4 no sa no mofa, 6 sa no mofa. And I feel say even so obiti Courtroom na otim 3 ADAKABRI say me ko how do you call sneeze when me ko win see a me yi sa mask ye fi me hwene ano ehwin si say mpese me tun tasu a me yi say mpese me num nsu a me yi bofro ti omun jai ton wo kwan ho e na adun wele no mun jai to nti say meto na me di wo car ni mu a I will end up taking off the nose mask. It is a year. The transmission will still be effective in the Courtroom. Inti the echo sesiano aban ne de ujai wo ho na ye ende wo kwa wo e na wo pe. Each one for himself, God for us all. I was say one now make sure say wo bebu ho na wa hwe say nya wo be continue wo brabo. Because yare no ekum krofo seriously. Sa won no panyin bi e wo efie bi mu ana ebusua bi mu ana ejuma bi mu a uwu a obi ante. And the news so no impanyinfo di pe ne yet me wa. Director of this, managing director of this, headmaster of this, MP of the coordinator. Na obi a ofi me kura se e wa da. So I'm like owu a obi ante nka. And the danger to that is this. If you are COVID in the Kuno, the bush are popo nim say COVID in the Kuno. Mbesa swano. And now come out. Let me ask you this question. Where is Sir John? Sir John Wuye Acho. Na power me can't be raising issue. The body is still in the fridge. I want to know. Is it a private mortuary? Is it a private fridge for him alone? Or the body is there with other bodies. COVID has sent the air. And I think that is about time we put that body to rest. Because it is still exposing COVID.
It will be put to rest coming March.
Why March? That's my question. Why March?
It is the prerogative of the family.
I thought say COVID should be
who was certified was certified evidence say COVID.
But we had this.
You heard from where?
I heard it on the news that
great
COVID.
Oh, you also followed it.
Oh yes, I followed it. Well, if it's not COVID, then I withdraw all the statements.
And I apologize.
If it's not COVID, I withdraw. I apologize. But what we heard was COVID. And it's America's.
We do not know as a fact.
I mean,
if it's not COVID, then I withdraw all that. That's why I'm a bit worried. It's not maybe say, is he in a private mortuary? So no one in that one.
Now where we can hear a public health cemetery for contagious diseases near the mile 11 on the Castle Ebenezer Moche Palo Honum. Yan yes in Nature when she yes, public cemetery for contagious diseases. Your chance as not. I'm a chop by the crowd. So
it's Gala be out here. Each one for himself, God for us. But Modia said, take his
preventive health.
But I told you,
because do we even know the Kosovo East Municipal Hospital?
It's your president speech or yeah. Or say yes, everybody's overwhelmed. And even the PPs are not available. That's what makes it worse. So the nurses are forced and the doctors are forced to use their own finances to push this agenda. Yeah, because the president. I'm telling you what I know.
The emphasis no ko.
O paraphrase president the hono PPs na some also overwhelmed do ka say your facilities nya overwhelmed ye nhwe ne mo eho ebra na ye nya bi. But PPs
me year for president Kasan.
PPs no ho dey yeah
me year for president Kasan. Me year for president Kasan. Me year for president. Ye BA schools. ADAKABRI, ye BA schools. Me nuaba echo nursery school. Makache so oni akwala no kofie.
No correct.
Oni akwala no enkofie. What is the reason?
Reason being
because wouldn't they see here? My now for me make kasa say ne ba ni ko school no. I don't want to mention the school. Or no the nose mask blue e ma ne ba. Office school ba no okuta pink.
Why the pink up?
The pink in the baby.
Can you imagine?
Yes, can you imagine?
The pink. The 3 years ago, the blue ni be man was the blue back.
Pink no the back. It is a very serious matter because nursery school ni crash no. Put some the bomb. Until you do eating time long table, obi in nose mask. The best recipe. Annum, Eddie, ye we are, ye koda.
But I didn't know.
It's very dangerous.
What will be nose mask in a share?
Yes, another nose mask for the baby.
Another
nose mask.
Nah,
me pacho awofo o badness now dey call Tronidin or nose mask no. Tronidin or nose mask no. Because that is all you can get. You better ask some. Say mami bisa you. Akwala ko school. O she pink, me dey blue. Blue ni me fu. Me so pink ni me fu. Onyi ma no.
Ana Adam for.
Onyi ma no.
Na 3-year-old kura na online studies near the 3-year-old I got na laptop echi. Na teacher no busa say obakola anything. What can you see with an starting with an E? The 3-year-old appointee. Elephant. Good. I'm feeling of elephant E. And hunting uncle I don't go to school.
That's school.
And no go 3-year-old.
And the painful things are the COVID libe fear. The whole household.
Me just say, so we are here, move it to me.
And testing also so it's expensive. Is government going to help in any way?
Oh, never said there was some intimidate kit no mama because there are other jurisdictions who isolate Ukraina they no besono. Yeah, they self
kit in Bebro.
Ni actually how to do it. Now one can say why ye. No one say na you do stage still ano.
Because some papa be an way.
Yeah.
Or a child. Also when you are COVID maybe. He isolated himself for 1 week, going to when it's second week. Yami adum will recover. All bano okuto no anita wo mitagan.
Yes.
Okito no ani niama.
Okuta the BBI.
Share na afidie me raho. That is where Ghana has gotten to. But why obi abeti ma to temo bitagan?
There be.
After see obi aba ne fie.
There be.
So we are vulnerable.
I open leave so well. You remember I am person they leave in the mawa.
Which you say oh COVID you
just all
go.
COVID and
They'll let you go.
Said I when your medical report.
You don't need that. Test, you are showing signs of COVID.
me home family na
As
as
a
a
metika
man
kra.
as a metika kra na me pesa me isolate
And I minimum.
Ikrubada odi wo punch the crime maintain.
I was a empty this kokoko
Only problem.
ah open so process for chill no wo ba be search open that is baba process
Of an Irish Ghana police on Betty.
baba process your mama notice that me fan for Ghana is hospital come on club
It's ADAKABRI. In Kwalano Muko school there, I have a challenge. In easy.
Enti ankola and 6 wan ko school be
Anything.
when be tina fi so ahwe no
I don't know. It is a problem, but
because
will you take that risk?
under 6 wan ko school a be ye den
Will
na
you take
wo
that
share
risk?
cartoons a ye yi o TV so ene wo share normal bi a ye kire di ankola no ye ntimi e mo tina fi
Let me feel sad. No, dear.
But for how long?
No. Seriously speaking, we are better off keeping the children.
You say for how long?
No, not for how long.
Yeah,
You see,
I come to
easing
stay.
restriction is not a full ease.
because ye
That was a whole process.
yeah the such shared responsibility no yeah the kwa teacher knows so that the parents can also go and work
Do you know some nursery schools,
There has
the
to be a
teachers don't
balance.
care? If the teacher doesn't care, what happens to your child?
No, akra no kwa so tifie no bu kwa na ma me betima kwa adwuma e be kan kra no kwa so
So you are looking at the flip
Who say
side.
who titi bi a wo fie bi ato afa ho. Na compound house a wo ma me.
Me by trot me funny bag. We do
Yeah,
circle.
the jasa mini.
Circle like kiche. So still, let me who police na who to be send no
Say,
smart.
oh.
Omo ayo form na any omo kasa. Omo show no smart. Which is good say omo who say affair there. Say who say no smart na police be then.
I bet you
Obetimi achi wa na bibi. So Inti, you bet me actual enforcing it no is important. I agree. But easing of restriction from Kwalano Muko school, no, nursery, it is a challenge. Because you can educate the child 200 times. For do school, or no crack, sanitize all the other. What the man will be she able to so. And they are stressing.
oh what the be kwa kogu DSTV
Remote this so.
remote kwa se kwa fa ho ade device no
Device so.
no the
Decoder
good
na
decoder no no ohwe sanitizer na gum
What was it? It's in Kwalano there. You can have president in Shehon. No more months na fee.
under 6 what na fear
Now, na tension about a go form kakra because it is killing and nobody's business. I'm saying make no. Unya this year will fear. Uwa obi anti.
Titi dia wo ka no me kwa me no we adwen wo kan ebre so. But enkura no die. Who say wo kasa no everything will also have to be backed by science and data. Who say scientists and they be to me explain ya say enkura kwa dey. I mean they are immune to it.
so
Immune system is stronger. And there have to be a balance. Enkura na will protect you for all you know no. Ye mu nkura na yo say dey isu ye ho. So there need to be a balance for say it's a COVID starting here no. Statistically no and data available no. Nkwara say na enya bi na nkwara ne nya ya no sebi say na ebi a omotimi free mu ana na omo condition ye dey etesai enti ebi a available data wo ho no ana me sure say president ne nkofo transfer omotima ka say bi a for since March any ade nyina be si bi a this time no nkwara nkasa kwara de bi a omo infection rate will be at this percentage ne bi a san nkwara kwara de bi
do we know
enya bi that's what I'm saying say we can call for such conversations is important but for all you know no one here the logic in common sense be so enkwara de na enokra no will be the other way around so here offer who say first pa no the fear was say yeah parents ni mum kwara na bia ye protecting kwara na esuro say de kwa akoye nkwara no but now the fear has turned say nkwara no mum na be school dia be dey so we need to have this conversation say what is the available scientific data on when it comes to nkwara and we can compare to other countries nye Ghana nkwara well I mean when it comes to of course, you get we can say.
Madam for so for you, Prophet Bedukobi.
hey
What happened to Bedukobi?
I see the what down me the minuan
Prophet Bedukobi.
me the minuan wo bom pa so so a wo bobi man so da bia
Me your vampire, mammy. Madam for so for
so for me chiao
Say bedu ko bi de baby owo de there no what say me area I mean na sorry ho
Glorious Wave.
I mean na sorry ho
Adam want me side. On your shop.
Glorious Wave.
International ka home pa jo.
Me see Wave.
Of our power the international
Can we see there na o ya kodo.
Glorious Wave.
International
wave no so na enam a ebom frama fa ya hwene mu. And let it be a positive wave.
Prophet Bedu Obi. I greet you this afternoon.
Prophet.
Maybe so for no.
Identity tia wo so bemba.
Oh, I did asem na okay.
Now what are you trying to do?
That be na
Look, I respect men of God. I don't try to
same as me. Okay, papa
Mama tia Prophet Obusu bempa. Prophet Obusu bempa ewia we miss we chiao. Titi ka tell me chiao. Titi a obi ada me.
Titi person interrupt presentation me. Yem ko COVID ho asem titi. Me aso for asem de me nka so asem. Me nka so for asem.
Preventive health. Yeah, ne den.
Offer. Who say so me nwa titi kasa na for the first free baby a ese ehwe baby a de me say you lose guard kakra. We had time president easy restrictions now. Now a call on us to revert to a life of new normal. But unfortunately, you call life of normal. You call back to your old life na a normal way of doing things. You refi bibi akwa say there was a call say a call to a life of new normal. The president can say okay say young kwa sorry no e be nipa 100 nkwa afi obehwe na omu nyina say trouble 31st 90s I mean most of the churches okay protocols yes we be a businesses igunti e be mo amoye drinking sport amu open space mu mi na afi say clubs no nice clubs say ade nyina no ma dey no ma bi ai ominim ho ba me fa sakwa sa me sofo wo ho
you don't mean Kaso, you mean Buduburam. And Namama Kaso again.
And we share how your response to a brother president can say and listen. And now easy some of the restrictions. And my you fee your whole class say it was an invitation to and go back to your normal life. And I'm what Christmas is you know. I mean it was worse. Christmas ye didn't normal, ye bibia normal. And of course, there have also been school of thought at some point politicians to me absorb your home from the blame. But sometimes more actions and inactions, actually say, I did more no I don't know one as anyway. But now know the Amuka parliament. I mean, clear case way far away, way chair, and the one case what I say I ran or man for her meeting. And you hear sa conduct in no my be and an idea the abedru, baby a situation the woman. But the titi kind the highest responsibility na nkasa rests on you because no credit say abamba na afemu de abamba gas oh what the bia wama some bia incentives and say wama critical interventions bia beboa ama mo yare no time mo ho betima ida atom kakra aban so obi abedi nsuo bai aban so obi abedi nkania kakra ba aban se mo businesses go a e bia mo budget bosia but whichever way no one kasa one hold full responsibility of one kasa personal health enye yi About me police will be as or be answer mask. Say me titi to na Christmas yi. Na bo tell for buy or so a party kakra mobi. Say nipa 15 is.
Why can I say me
titi. Christmas is America for one be boom. Ndi we so have a new variant when free. New variant here by
American parents no.
Yeah, president Orlando.
Miss what about here for
or first one if
about test
ambassador
about test positive
program ni na
ja
when they check your move
only titi we are say oh titi me time me ma
1 minute
titi ma onya titi ja
and the wolf low
that's me too
they make can say titi who was my titi ke enyina so ni mu che say ye wo mra che say before abeba no aye test wo ansa na wa ye dey no, I'm saying, of course, any human institution, there are problem here, but I'm saying, say, abiding to me police will be with respect to say the panel by EBD COVID protocols. Abide by enough family, but the highest responsibility now, Nkasa see a Nkasa young question, some of the say in the day, SSM. Ulusu guard the crab now for tibia because of a yet you abiding to me small soldier for now police for my head will be as a mask. Abiding to me, say, social distance, I practice it. I say, Yankasa, boy who by near the year, but inu ono mimi hu say aban say de kakra wo say you say kan ho kakra especially NCC or say education anu ye den papa because na make say be a problem ni free the major problem ye time easy restrictions no ye easy ya na nkofo say oh and ye say bibia akọ oh ndike ho no NCC ke so mo fa bo mo bu say kum of a memi say menya akonya say baby say bia of friends say oh na say me ko NCC enye bone but
na me enya campaign man why
na me nya presentation of dem say NCC hey massive education on COVID ya ebeboa ndi we call on them say eba with regards to education on COVID no so ehon no so entimi nko so enye massive no be ehun say because now come akwala life is back to normal and the normal is not the new normal it's the old normal me say ye be a school young kwala school ho asema ye kan kwala ko school me say we be connect we ho a ye pay school uniforms ato and say ye pay books ato no e wo na ya rehosem na ehon ni nyina na ban and president betimi di police for ababa enko so bi I mean it's not possible the ye ankasa no ye moa ye ho na I mean that is the ultimate goal ebeboa ye nyina nje what de menua titi e kan me na e ya adwen wo ho pa
o niama bibiri no me ya
oh na say titi na COVID ho asem de COVID political colonization
me pacho
and this time na notables ewu ana
enye sa look na me ka say sa wonye de share wo fi a COVID ku a ye bi anti o my cousin will last week Saturday obi anti
no
COVID obi anti inti wonye this year and now no penny wo krom ha COVID di ku a obi anti za me mebusu ni wo amlakbo e wa da Johnson e kurasi ho no owu a na beti na so obi MD and the staff e tua the 20,000 Ghana a month otofo me na the staff na be so mo start akasa marabe issue ba ko bi wo ho a few weeks ago they arrested a syndicate at the Kotoka International Airport. Their office is in the airport. They use one of the shops in the airport. Then omoye obi kita negative COVID test results. Obi kita negative test results. Utu kwan unkutebi. Ya say free papa we obema obi. You only text your passport number and your name to him. Obi share airport $100. Police nyini DH etchiomu. At the case no come airport police station. Esin yanti she.
Now, at the end, what are we doing to ourselves?
You see?
Because I mean, this thing goes beyond policies. What are we doing to ourselves?
It is not right.
At the end, kuni pass.
$100 maji.
$100. Ankasa na nipa epo asase we so.
Ye di no.
Ukoton krofo so mo to bi anoma aka so bi esika pa na obi esika na papa.
You see? Ya ho see achinipa. Anyi ba me bisa bibio. University of Ghana. Omo run double tracker.
Do I know?
Membadi ti fie.
The University of Ghana omo ye full 1 year online.
Mami control. Membadi ti fie. First year ko, me cousin no ko. And a final year students ko. Membadi was second year. Omo ti fie. Omo say they will go to school in April.
Omo ye online.
They said they will go to school in April. There's no online course.
Confusion everywhere.
Yes. So I don't know. So omo run double tracker. Maybe say normal with the ebusu avoya. They are funny say university to double track assassin.
Me sure say we.
Yeah, it is serious.
SSF na no crazy bibi ko school match.
Yes, I know there.
SS
yeah, you know say Aja to that says double track.
SS double track says aka 1 year group.
Last group.
Aka last group. Indeed. Eso also acknowledge say double track na mu ye hu de 2020. Oh, ye ma serve ye ma. Ba ya yade. Enso kwa na etima ya ma na kaba.
John aka say obe wie ne 1 year na SPD mu up.
Oh, there be brother. John ba dem say yes be on the back. Oh, ya de anya so ye ka de end boy.
Oh, that be nja. Pacho, into COVID no. It is real. Don't underestimate it. Say, echichi mpenyimfo ana isikafo. Common average people. But omuni obi enti obia enti say asumesi alo binti ewu.
Sa ayese cancer almost say isikafo yare. But enti sa
it kills
because who here ni untimi nya sikakwa na akwete
ewu say
cancer na wo. Ana say eku bia
nti ye be pa obi achon. First thing I'll be to me, I understand. Ube protect your home, nose mask. Ube follow protocol since you need the hoswa. Na ADAKABRI, meeting laboni. with the secondary school nechi. In Shoba once a week. So my question is, there's a school in front of me, which is Laboni Secondary School. Almost, sir, how are they going to survive in this COVID without water? It's a challenge. President say insurance crowd in free me boy. Say free name bad there. And your mom told me na embra.
Me pacho nkura ne ko school no. What is some make complain so munye nso nware na so munye.
Oh, I've watched on TV. I watched on Joy. I watched on TV3 last week. They didn't have water. There's no water.
Oh, I mean saying you ko school so that is waiting me. No cannot be generalized.
You said we are in the new normal. New normal, water is essential. I remember this chief, Eastern region somewhere. He said, since you can't say free water, not tank is the insurance back. Only Baba Kumino and baby, so they are looking for water.
Miss Wasmark said, no, now. I mean, it won't be fair for you to use one isolated case of a secondary school to see, I say, all over secondary schools. That be.
I mean, come a message back on
the impression I'm creating now.
Titi, this is a message of grave importance. Earlier on, you can be to do with a song or a salt. And or say, good afternoon, Wafa, and trust you are well. Anyway, Happy New Year. I am an addict listener of your program and appreciate your style of questioning and the astute knowledge in matters of history. Talking of the Adan Songo Lagoon and Appenting, I believe you know and understand the issues surrounding the period, the riots, and the killing of pregnant women at Songonya. That's right. I think I've got it right. No, Titi, and answer who spell. I mean, spelling man, I will pronounce mommy.
Songonya.
The pregnant woman at Songonya. Please, in your campaigning for Magdan and the development of the Songo Lagoon, let all be guided by such happenings. The issues regarding Magdan and the leasing of the lagoon are more complicated than just the radio talks as Kwabla attempted to portray. The reality may not be as you see it. There are about 50 or more towns and villages around the lagoon with more than 500,000 people, and such persons matters. Please suggest you equally advise Magdan to do the right thing and allow and not to allow some few people and some chiefs to mislead him, else it will be a failure. Mind you, the lagoon is not just a natural resource, but spirit as well, aka AKO, Ena Ode Ebai. I thought we should let people know that Ada Songo Lagoon
very sensitive.
Very sensitive. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. For the records, Rock City is located at Nkwetia. When coming from Praiso, Brian is an indigene of Nkwetia. Samuel Nanadofo Kuneji and Accra Technica and the by. That's what you say. Nkwetia for Nasuna for no so munye mu crack. Also, my name is ADAKABRI. Please send your to DVLAF to investigate why all DVLA systems are shutting down. I went to Tuba Jessico office to renew my roadworthy. Since morning till now, there's no starter because they said all system is down. Babnaima and or they buy yeah. ADAKABRI, good afternoon. Aduma Bossman is the same as Carlos Van Brassi.
Von Brazi. I grew up with him.
Now, where did he come?
Von Brazi was his nickname when we were children. And he liked that Russian. I grew up with him. Yabobosa.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, very good.
Is he related to lawyer Aduma Bossman?
I don't know.
Okay. I say Clement Kojo entry from Achimota. NDC stop the delaying tactics. And also what they buy, yeah. Faruku Tema. I say the legal gymnastics by ex-President Mohammed's lawyers at the Supreme Court is all geared to delay the smooth hearings of the case and thus make him relevant in the political circles of Ghana. And President Akufo-Addo's good works and walking by his words won him the 2020 presidential election against the NDC former president. AM are the polling station where all political parties agents are present. And also they buy Jagos. And say I think the Supreme Court is doing what it takes to maintain the peace we have in this country. I hope at the end of the verdict, Ghana will be the winner, but not a political party or EC. Kumensa Pillar 2. And or say, well, ADAKABRI, good job. And I do news every Ghanaian. Let's support him for a better Ghana. Greetings to Tarajua Safu. And or the buy. Odwe Tema. And or the buy, said, Ghanaians, let us all adhere to the safety protocol and wear our nose masks. This one too shall pass. And or the buy, or say, Wafa, please. With all due respect, never ever mention the name. Oh, come on. For any form of appointment whatsoever. Please, he must not even move closer to head any ministry of any government agency in his and the party's own interest. Let them who have ears listen attentively to what the grassroots spirit says. We rest our case. Dr. Joe DC. All right. Obo former MPBDA Ulusu in the seat. But a bit harsh. Offer, please, I want to ask, can ex-minister have capacity to use her police bodyguard while she's not a minister? I just said, when you're minister, so that when you use police guard, be an IGP a charge, and would yes come out. Right. Final comments. Kwasi.
Over COVID, I mean, sending a best say, Obia and taking the personal health into his own hands. Go lose you guard a double. I mean that is the trust of it.
I don't know say ferocious this time.
Offer sir, a new when new variant na ban. We have infection rate in the cost of power. And now, statistics be anywhere support to say kunipa more say ya. The more people are getting infected, no go hospital new by him the my daily business.
It is a doomsday scenario.
Say I don't know who said the kind of near some men spread it calm in your fear. But I think it should be the other way around. Because the way I see Bibia as very normal and him for home. Nah, yeah, normal. I mean, as person here one a hard drink. In the end, take your main your life into your own hands. Now for your Bibia at the end of the day, you better observe protocols, social distance, so you better any day, you this one, na Bibia beko. But of a medicine, me nya ba ko COVID you who no money ade oboa kakra, especially with donations bi ni ade o ye fe no Pelina Boache of Netherlands buy or yeah other donations I mean with regards to COVID no money ade mama nyankani ade me who say
ana onfa bi ma adweso
offer I also be man
na fe wo be kan higher den
offer say
fa bi ma adweso asa na waka
ya hyehye
etimi tia sentiment ntimi ho ase se wo bi ba adweso be siase
o di beba because obeba santi achem domi
aba obeba domi a ofri domi a wo mra adweso be siase
o say domi de na o say kwan kra da ho si wa afidiase wa nti felina obeba
de me mfa ho nkudu afidiase
embe wa ho
embe wa onfa no buom faku ba ase mra bedu be siase na fa akwadweso wate ya na o se mfa bi mra ntem ate
ode beba ode beba
enti okay titi isi adeja Carlos von Brassi akoye deputy chief of staff so what did he
but there was a me corner for that ope we born anyway I bet you say
yes ya
ball a check
now bo position ben
na me goalkeeper
awo
match ball me athlete to me ko check na me athlete me I ran for Republic
it's now called Pajo
no say politician
me join Republic me ko 100 200 400 say hurdles therefore me ko triangular games university games I'm a serious athlete
okay I'm as a crabus
oh David papa David some presec me shall say presec na me go the coin ta call super zone stand then time the
okay so teaching now well
Von Brazil.
And so sla ho fesa.
Von Brazil ahofe ne de eye banku no maka.
Obo sika. Now 2 months bi akota America. Oya, abanku kwa na wodi.
So banku
Gabi hwe banku no. Wodi banku ni
banku ye what type?
Oh,
of banku am moy ne twam.
Ofa bi si wodi banku.
Ye de banti moy ne twam. So ahu.
Ono kwa adakra so de banku wo ka no oye fake. Adan de
woni ba de kompo.
Eye jiji kehito. Eye obu de chese abitie ni mako.
Ni de. Ye sam be ko na.
Sam mako no.
Ano man kan be bra. Wate wa he TV so. Why the TV so? What 2 minutes be at America?
2 minutes be at America.
Ah, be ja kan ko tele mako.
Jiji
ke passport o. Enti ye tra promo ha. Ye nye sure say COVID no.
It's preventive health.
You have to prevent yourself. I was say wow bomodian now protect you if you say it is not coming from heaven. Yare no ewo ho. Be careful and protect yourself. Life is one. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your friends and your loved one.
Okay.
Don't keep it to yourself. When you see somebody who is going off, on shebi, on nuabu nenino, unin nkasa se minia, yare no power.
Right.
Okay.
Yan fa sedan fama TT captain of the NDC, asedan koma kwasi captain of the MPP, na asedan koma opanyi kwadwo Damiado. Odimisi abonte Magdiros Ajman ebo ne chidom. I mean so some teach my dear cheme from me ADAKABRI Mamudu Osioma. Yebeko fie. The fie na ye kono. Aye Olakoko Michael and e yebeko fie. No de yebeko jo.
FRIMPONG needs FM.
Catch it. If you're right, maybe I want to hear home. And that's what be a fair ambutie. Bosume, me mamutia rent.